Hello, hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are okay. That's all I got. Shazam gives a different song. That is the first one that we played was the Apolytikion of Saint Spiridon of Trimithus. The second one is the Apolytikion of Saint Thecla. Okay, so we are ready, we are live, we are steady. Just letting the people know on the Dark and Dire app. Yeah. People are saying Mary sinless. Oh, she is. She is. So, StreamYard link is in the description. We already know, as we like to do. StreamYard link is in the description if you want to request up on the YouTube side of things. If you are on the TikTok side of things, obviously you have the live requests open as well. So the general flow of this is that Christianity is true. I think Christianity is true. Make sure you change your mind. Make sure you can change my mind. That is going to be good. The Dark Dire app. I don't think J-Dire. I was just saying dire as in like the situation is dire. I don't believe it's not J-Dire's app. Jerome, where can I find your testimony? I don't have a testimony video. I just don't think it's that impressive of a testimony. Camera acted weird for a bit. Sorry. No, she's not. Bible gives you clues that she's not. She's not sinned, mate. Okay, chill. All right. So we got the TikTok chat. We got the YouTube chat. We got everyone. We got the TikTokers. We got the YouTubers. Super chats are on as always. If you do want to help contribute to the community, you want to contribute to the stuff that we're doing. We are still looking to go to America as well, but pretty much the thing is done now. So we have to, we have to make do with what we have. So I do want to say my sincere thanks and appreciation for everything. And I really do appreciate it. Let's go. TikTok, we'll see. I don't have a Christianity is true change my mind camp thing yet. So on TikTok, it says Jesus is God because that's the only one that I have. But other than that, it'll be fine. Now Muslims will be able to debate. Yeah, because we do, look, we like to do review live streams and general content. And general content that doesn't have to focus on debate because that's not the channel. I'm not just a Christian debater. First and foremost, I'm a researcher. Okay, so I like to do that. We have the #1 YouTubers. That is all that matters. Facts. But if we get more, like the more money we get, the better content we can make. Like as in more high productive content that can actually be used in schools, that can be used in different places as well. And that's what we want to aim for. We want to aim for content that helps as many people as possible. And that does start with, and that can start with debating, and it can start with catechizing. And when I say catechizing, we mean helping others make catechisms with the permission that is required to do so. So not just us like going around and doing our own thing. All right. Someone said praise Odin. Okay. Jesus wouldn't have approved of Muhammad because Jesus was non-violent, Muhammad was violent. Okay, so let's go through. We always try to keep up with the stuff that's going on this week because some crazy stuff has literally hit the timeline this week. And I cannot believe that this stuff has actually hit my timeline, okay? I personally cannot believe that this stuff has hit my timeline. So, I made a tweet. Okay? Well, I didn't make a tweet. Cora the Tammy, okay? And I'm going to play the music for this, okay? Cora the Tammy made a tweet recently. And the tweet was essentially around the idea of being a Muslim. So, Eternal Bread puts out a post, 70,000 views, right? 70,000 views, it's doing a lot. Now, Cora, she's hot on the streets right now, so she ratios her on Twitter, right? Easy ratio. My heart breaks for Muslims. Imagine your father jumped out in front of a bullet for you and saved you, and then you made fun of him and called him weak for it. This is what Muslims are doing to their creator unknowingly. So, obviously talking about the fact that Jesus died in their stead, right? And she makes the video, she makes the post, whatever. Cora comes out of nowhere. She says, my heart breaks for ex-Muslims. Imagine going from worshipping the all-powerful God who saved Jesus. Now, she could have just said, my heart breaks for Christians. But no, she needed to make it poignant about Eternal Bread's status as an ex-Muslim. And said that he was a blessing and one of those closest to Allah, to thinking that you were so indebted to your creator that an innocent man had to come down, take on the curse of the law, Galatians 3:13, become a curse for you, being cursed by God, who curses another God, so that you can be forgiven by that very same God. Like, the idea is to make the content confusing, right? Then she says, imagine Christians genuinely thinking that they are helping you by trying to convince you to believe in this wicked concept. Obviously emotionally charged, okay, obviously. So obviously, your boy makes a little tweet, okay? Just a little tweet. And we made our tweet, And the tweet says as follows: I think the God that can conquer death is mightier than the God that's too scared to die. Because technically, if death is literally just body-soul separation, there's no reason why Allah can't do it. Right? Like there's nothing stopping him from not being able to do so. So I said, well, surely, if that's the case, then it's either that he thinks it's nasty for him to do, or, which means he doesn't really like us that much, or he's scared of it. Right? He's running away from death. So I make a calm little tweet. Tweet blows up, 31,000 views. I don't have nearly the size of the poll that Cora does, right? Remember that. But I make my little tweet, and the comments are crazy. Bunch of Muslims are replying. But one of the Muslims that replies, I couldn't even believe this, was Zakir Hussein. I don't know why he was replying there. No, that was another tweet. One of the guys that replied was Master Uguay, of all people. Remember the guy that got cancelled saying Adolf Hitler is my N-word? Yeah, that guy. That the mustache man is his N-word? Yeah, him. Okay, he actually quote tweeted me. Me, of all people. Why the heck are you quote tweeting me? He had like 27 million subs at one point. But anyway, he quote tweets me. I'm like, what? Right? Anyways, he said, a God that can die is a contradiction. It's like going left and right at the same time. That's why it's an impossibility. A God that dies is a false God, as death cannot take a being that created death in the first place. Look, I'm just going to say this to you, Uguay. Leave us alone. I'm just telling you now, leave us alone. You do not want any parts of what we've got going on. Leave us alone. I'm giving you an out. Leave us alone. Don't talk about us. Don't talk about our tweets. Don't talk about anything. Please. Leave us alone. Go back to trying to get YouTube to unban you. Please. I beg of you. Don't talk about us. I beg. Okay? I'm trying to give you an out. Anyways, as you can see, we've finished doing that. So, we then have some other things that we have to respond to, which actually is the... Who's this guy? Zakir Hussein. So, Zakir Hussein, ironically, responded to a tweet of ours for whatever reason. And he's the person that actually, we've been doing a bunch of tweets all time. And one of the tweets that we made is just keeping up with the Jerome verse, okay? The Hieronymium verse. Talk about anime here. Talk about that. Yeah, someone made this claim that I goon to furries. I don't goon to furries. I don't know where people got that from. Never engaged in that kind of community. Not for me. I even know Orthodox Christians that are, and I try to show love to all people, whether or not, depending when they're in sin or not. Like the same way that I show love to a furry is the same way I show love to someone that's gay but is repressing, the physical, particular productive act of it under Orthodoxy. So I don't, I'm not gonna hate or deride that person. That said, though, I'm not a furry, so yeah. So like Muslims are making up the literal claim. Anyways, so to continue, this was the tweet that I wanted to talk about. Did Moses speak to God or to the angel Gabriel? Right? The angel Gabriel. Holy. So I made this tweet. This tweet doesn't do as well. Got 300 likes. We're decent. Did Moses speak to God or to the angel Gabriel? God logic. There were angels in the vicinity. So just a little joke. And this is not even a joke. Okay? It's not even a meme. This is just me screenshotting Itachi Shorty. And this is what she looked like when she said it. It's not a meme. Anyways, people were laughing, doing whatever. And then we have obviously this big guy, Ali One Message. He always messages. And then out of nowhere, we have Zakir Hussein. Why is he quoting under our posts? God didn't speak to Moses directly according to the book of Hebrews. Where did he get that from? According to Hebrews, even the 10 commandments were Israel hearing the voice of angels. Yeah, Israel hearing the voice of God is different from Moses speaking to God as a man does to his friend. That's because at the beginning of the 10 commandments being given, the beginning of the covenant, the beginning of the Decalogue, everyone was made accessible to that content. But explicitly says it's the thunders and the crashings and the lightnings. Anyway, so that is basically the drama that has been surrounding us this week. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too bad. Nothing too sad. we are just gonna plod on as we do always. We're gonna go to the chat, see if there's anyone in the multi-guest requests. We'll see what's going on, and we'll see who wants to rise. I don't think any Muslims will want to rise, but we'll see. We'll give it some time. 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 The most important man of the time. Yeah, he's the most important man of all time, man. Muslims, feel free to rise up, man. Feel free to rise up. I'm even going to make a Christianity is true thing now. Let me see. Christianity is good and true. Change my mind. Apostole thecla diome. What else could we do? Yeah, it's fine. Apostole thecla diome. All right, we got one. Dawa bros are in shambles. All right, we have our first guest request. We'll see what happens. If it's a guy that's just trying to farm clips, we're not gonna allow it to happen. We're not gonna let it run. Okay, Dan Dooney, our first person up. Title of the prompt is Jesus is God. Hello. Okay, he left. Always happens, man. Always happens. Let me check the StreamYard. Remember, guys, the StreamYard link is pinned. So if you do want to come up on StreamYard, feel free. You are more than welcome to, okay? You are more than welcome to. Why did you choose St. Jerome as your patron? So I chose St. Jerome as my patron because I relate to his life, okay? That was it. I relate to his life. This guy would legit beef everybody. He would legit beef everyone. And it was only after, and he never gave up, by the way. He was like, listen, bro, I'm right. I've always been right. I was never wrong. And it was only after he died that everyone was like, you know what? I think maybe Jerome had a point here. Like, so I want to model my life after that particular idea, you know? Like, I want to model my life saying, you know what? I want to be recognized as someone that was right. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of life that I want to lead. That's the kind of life I want to lead to myself. So if I can lead that life where, you know, I did contribute positively, and maybe people don't recognize that whilst I'm alive, but after I die, because people don't like, you know, giving people their props whilst they're alive, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with this. So let us see. All right. How does that look on the... Yeah, it looks fine on the TikTok. Just ignore me after getting washed. All right. I have a slow day. We have a slow day, guys. I have a slow day. Mods, if you are a mod in the Discord server, make sure you let the people know that we are live on YouTube as well. We want to make sure that we keep it flowing. Keep those creative juices flowing. How's it? Okay, and everyone keeps leaving. The Muslims keep leaving, man. I don't know why. Okay, we have a Muslim troll, but we'll see. Hello.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, brother.
So
I'm up here to engage with the prompt.
You're up here to engage with the prompt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead. Christianity is good and true. Change my mind.
Um, on what premise are you making this though? Like, you know what I'm saying, what makes Christianity good and true?
I think Christianity is good and true because it's contributed a lot of goodness to the world. I also think that it has, a very good soteriology, and it really does map out a pathway for salvation holistically for the entirety of the human condition.
You think only Christianity has this?
In the foot out of the three Abrahamic faiths, yes.
Okay, okay. How do we? All right, that's cool. I can respect that. And how can we engage this to see which one is right versus Islam and Christianity? How would you want to
I
engage
think
this?
the first thing you got to do is sort of map out what you think really takes Islam over the edge there, right? Or maybe
Mm-hmm.
even what makes Christianity not good and not true, you know? And then once you
Mm-hmm.
do that, then we can sort of go back and forth and discuss that idea. What makes Christianity true? Or why do
All
you
right,
think that Christianity is false
all right. I got one for you.
or not good?
So from my research on studying what Jesus says in the Gospels that y'all have,
Hmm.
and from what I hear, a lot of people talk about what Christianity is.
Yeah.
I think y'all contradict his teachings.
We contradict Jesus' teachings. That's a
Yes,
fair
sir.
that's a
Yes,
fair
sir.
point. A lot of people make that claim. Why do you think we contradict Christ's teachings?
Because
Yes,
y'all
yes, the Galamir.
have teachings that I don't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Because y'all say things about him that he doesn't necessarily declare for himself,
We say things about him that he doesn't
like
necessarily
him
declare for himself. Okay.
like him being God, the
Mm,
creator,
mm,
stuff like that. Yeah.
okay.
And I would say when I study the Quran, that actually makes everything more logical. It keeps everything consistent. Which when I go into your theology, I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm just talking about the theology of like Trinitarianism and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It contradicts what the book is saying.
Okay. You look at the theology; it contradicts what the book is saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the book says a good example is that the book says exactly that Jesus and the Father are equal. The book does say that.
What verse is that?
If you go to the Gospel of John, chapter 5, it says that the author tells you that Jesus Christ, or St. John tells you that Jesus Christ called God his own Father, which made him equal with God. This is an authorial injunction. John chapter 5, verse
Hold
18.
on. All right, hold on. Let me go to my PC real quick. One sec, bro.
Don't worry, I can pull up screen for you.
Yeah, you can do that. That's cool.
Here you go. So you can see there on the screen, it says, "My Father's been working until now, then I've been working. Therefore the Jews sought all the more to kill him, because he not only broke the Sabbath, but also said that God was his Father, making himself equal with God." So you said that our teachings go against what the book says. So the book does say
Mm.
he's equal with God.
No, that's what the people declared him thinking that he was saying,
No,
but
no,
that wasn't
no.
what he was saying.
It says, look, right? If I say this person said that he's a blood, meaning he's a gang member, that means I'm calling him a gang member, right?
Mm.
Okay. So the same author of the
Yeah.
gospel is saying these people, he called God his own father, which made him equal with God. That's the author speaking. That's not the people speaking. That's the author of the book.
Right. But Jesus also said, "Call no man on earth Father, for we have one Father which is in heaven." So we call God our Father. Does that
So
make
we
us
can't
equal with
so we
God?
can't call our human fathers father?
Jesus literally said, "Call no man on earth Father, for
I understand
there is
that,
only
but
one
does
Father in
that mean
heaven."
that we can't call anyone father? Like
That's not
literally
the
anyone?
point. That's not but that's not the point of why he was saying that. He was trying to make a realizations of the closeness that you also have to God that he also had.
Well,
So
no,
if we
because
can
he
call
says
him
that.
Father, how does that not make us God?
Well, the problem is we're not the same kinds of sons of God as Jesus is. So if we look at the gospel, the holy gospel of John,
Why is that?
well,
How,
because Jesus Christ actually calls himself a unique kind of son of God. in John chapter 3, for instance, right? Verse 16, he says that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Now, not every single person is only begotten. The word in Greek is monogenes, right?
Monogenes, correct?
Okay, and monogenes means unique kind. So we can have multiple sons of God. I'm a son of God, or at least I have the power to be one. But
Mono does not mean unique. Mono means one.
okay, mono means only. Mono.
Yeah, which only,
And
only.
that means one. Ena means one. Mono means only.
Hold on, say that again.
So the word in Greek, ena, means one. Like ena, dio, tria, right? Ena means one. Okay? Mono means only. Like monotheism,
Okay.
monocle,
Right.
right? Monocycle. Okay, so that's one meaning only. So he's the only kind of son of God. It's a unique kind of son of God.
Now, all right, cool. Let's say I grant you that, correct?
Okay.
How would somebody who is just opening up the Bible get to that conclusion if they was to open up the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
And the Son of God is always referring to somebody who does the will of God. How does now if they was to open up the New Testament, they will read that and be like, oh no, this is specifically talking about Jesus and only Jesus. Like, how do you get there?
Because in the Old Testament, we never see that occur. So we never see anyone called only begotten before. We see many kinds of begotten sons, but no only begotten sons. No unique begetting happens. In the New Testament, we're introduced, or rather, there is this revelation that clarifies that there is that one person that is only begotten, and that's Jesus.
I thought Israel was begotten by God in the Old Testament.
Israel is begotten, but they're not only begotten, right? Genesis is just general. It just means that someone becomes. You can become a son of God. You can be adopted as a son of God. David's called a son of God. He's not called monogenes. He's never called that. Right, but Christ is, and he's the only one that's called monogenes in the New Testament. And there's no one in the Old Testament where that text is used for them.
So you're basically saying like it will have to be, you will have to be able to show me some reference that the people in that time was waiting for God to come in the flesh as a man, or they wouldn't have known that.
That's an interesting idea. One of the ways that people demonstrate that with Old Testament prophecy, for example, and this is where we sort of get into confessional translations, right? Or rather confessional interpretations. Confessionally speaking, people look at Daniel chapter 7, and in Daniel chapter 7, we see someone that looks like a human being go and receive power from God, and that person that looks like a human being rules over the entire planet.
And it's the Son of Man, correct?
And what does Son of Man mean? It means a human being, right?
Yeah, it's the Son of Adam.
Okay, so if someone like the Son of Man, someone that looks like a guy, now the reason why it isn't just a Son of Man, the reason why it's one like the Son of Man, is because this guy comes with glory. And usually, because of the condition of fallen humanity, for Daniel's purview, we don't have glory. Our glory and communion with God has been stripped. Right? So one like the Son of Man is this person that is a human, but also now has glory. This guy comes with the clouds of heaven. He comes to the Ancient of Days. They bring him near before him. To this Son of Man is given dominion and glory and a kingdom. All peoples, nations, and languages should serve him specifically.
The Son of Man, correct?
This Son of Man.
All right, cool. The Son of Man, if we go into the Hebrew, is Bani Adam, correct?
Bani Adam, yeah. But even in the Greek, right? Ios Anthropos, you know?
Is that how they would say it in the Septuagint?
Yes, sir. I can check, actually. I don't want to be incorrect. Sorry, this is my Septuagint, so I have a physical one, so sometimes I go to the back and I bring it out, you know? So this is Daniel 7, and we want to look for chapter 13, sorry, verse 13. Yeah, it literally just says, one like the Son of Man. Yes, so it says, os ios anthropo. Now, notice, it doesn't say one like exactly the same as the Son of Man. The word os just means a similar. So there's a similitude.
All right, it's just this one point.
Yeah.
Your cup. It's just one part I just wanted to build on because
Yeah.
and Daniel says, the Son of Man, or yeah, the Son of Man is going to be given this glorification that you were just talking about. But the Son of Man, like I just said, is the son of Adam. And if you know who Adam is, Adam is made in the image of God, correct?
Adam is made in the image of God. I agree.
All right, cool. So if you what does that mean to y'all? And y'all
Okay.
feel like, what does being made in the image
But
of God
remember,
mean to
but
you?
remember, if just because someone being made in the image of God, we're getting away from the point, okay? Whoever this person is, everyone has to worship him. Whoever this person is, everyone has to worship him.
That's how that verse has to be interpreted.
Yeah,
Like
because it
verses,
says
like the Bible's only interpreted
here,
one way with y'all.
read this, right? Is there any other
Mhm.
way where worship is given to someone else here? Read it.
Oh, it's just a little blurry for me on the month. Can
Okay.
you zoom it in maybe?
I'll zoom in a bit then.
All right, cool.
Does that help?
Yeah, that's better. All right, where I'm starting from?
Verse 13, I was watching the night visions.
I was watching I was watching the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man coming with the clouds of heaven. He came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Then to him was given dominion and glory and kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom the one shall not be destroyed.
So we can stop there, right? That Son of Man is who?
Son of Adam.
Okay, and this one son of Adam, because it's not multiple people, it's one person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
In this
this
vision, yes.
so this one human being is given dominion and glory and a kingdom that every
Mhm.
peoples, every nation, every language should serve who?
Let's say him.
That Son of Man. Remember, the whole context of the reason why we even went to this passage was whether they expected a person that's going to come as a man and everyone's going to worship him because of being God.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of
Mm-hmm.
course, you should only serve completely and utterly God. And that's
Correct.
exactly what they do to this man here. So, yes, we have that prefigurement here, at least confessionally.
Okay, but not as the children of Israel at that time openly saying this. This is what they was waiting for. But you're saying you
Well,
had
just
this in this
because you're
text
waiting
already.
for something doesn't mean that it's going to come around in the same way that you waited. Because if you look at this text, it seems like this guy's going to come and rule over everyone instantly. But when Jesus comes as the Messiah, he doesn't do that. He sets up a spiritual kingdom and not a secular one.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Why do why does he set up a spiritual kingdom and not a secular one?
Because the spiritual kingdom needs to outlast any man made invention. In the book of Daniel, chapter
Mm-hmm.
2, there is a kingdom that's supposed to be established by God. But we know that the kingdom that God is supposed to establish is quote cut without hands. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when you cut something with your hands, that's human invention. But if it's cut
Correct.
without hands, then it's not a human invention. And if it isn't a human invention, it can't resemble any of the human kingdoms of earth. So you can't have a political state.
All right. So all right. What did Jesus come down here for? Did Jesus come down here to strictly die for our sins and to resurrect?
He came to heal humanity. Part of healing humanity is dying for our sins.
And what was the other part of healing humanity?
The other half was conquering death, and after conquering death, then you have to raise up the human nature on par with God's nature for true unity with God.
Through his teachings, right?
No, through his physical actions, through his real actions. By really dying on the cross, he's able to take away the power that death has. When you die, you remain dead. But with Christ, now we can actually have a resurrection. As a Muslim, the only reason you can have a resurrection is because Allah snaps his fingers or something. There's no actual mechanism there that allows human beings to actually be able to have power over death.
Wait,
Right?
what do you mean in Islam we only allow resurrection because Allah snaps his fingers? What do you
Well,
mean?
yeah.
Because that's the part of the system that Allah made for humans.
Okay, so
All humans go through.
why do we die?
Why do we die?
Yes.
Because we're here for some time, and if you want a physical answer, your body is, our body wear and tears,
Okay, so
and then you have
death
to
is
go
not
somewhere to go.
is death a punishment from Allah?
No, it's a part of life. It's not a
Exactly.
punishment.
And this is why the Christian story is beautiful, because for human beings, death was never supposed to be part of our condition. It's something that happens onto us because of a mistake that we made. We
So
were
all right,
built to be
so
in
you're
communion with God.
saying that when the Bible says death is only talking about a physical death. There's no concept of a spiritual death. Are you saying that doesn't exist?
What?
Are you because I'm pretty sure you're talking about we wasn't supposed to experience death because in the book of Genesis when they ate the
In the
fruit
book of
or whatever.
Genesis, they immediately started to decay. So in the book of Genesis, they
All right,
immediately
so cool.
started to decay.
Let's start there. Have you ever studied Saint Clement of
Clement of who?
Alexandria?
He's not a saint.
Of Alexandria. All right, Clement of Alexandria. Have you ever studied him?
Yes, but it doesn't matter. He's not a saint.
Why not? Why not?
The same reason as to why you wouldn't quote random people that have an Arabic sounding name if they're not actual authorities, right?
What makes you an authority?
Having ST next to your name for a start.
And who gives you ST?
The church.
So y'all whole premise is backed up by men.
The same way that the entire premise of having the Islamic scholars is backed up by the Ummah, who are men.
I'm not a sectarian like that, bro. I don't follow Islam like that. So I don't just.
What religion do you believe in?
Just because you're a quote unquote scholar, that doesn't mean anything.
That's fine, but I'm saying in order to be a scholar, you need to be approved by as a person of knowledge by the community.
But I'm sitting here telling you these aren't systems that Allah made. These are systems that men made.
So when the Quran says that you need to follow the people of knowledge, what does that mean?
Follow the people who have knowledge. Simple as that.
And who determines who has knowledge?
It doesn't mean that you have to bow down to a sheikh or a scholar.
I never said bow down to a sheikh, but it says you have to follow them. Surah An-Nahl ayah, right?
Can you pull the verse up, the ayah, please?
Okay, so hold on, right? When it has this, right? And I don't want to quote the text where it says the polytheists have knowledge of the scriptures, right? Where it says that the people of knowledge, I think it's in, I don't know, chapter 33 or whatever, or not even, or chapter 3. There is an ayah that specifically says that you shouldn't, follow people without knowledge and things of this nature, right? That there are some, right? Because some verses are unclear, right?
Some verses are unclear.
Okay. So in order to understand,
if you don't have hold on, to clarify, because I know what verse you're talking about.
Okay.
Verses are unclear if you don't have the proper foundation on the Quran. It would be unclear to you. But
remember,
it's
it's saying that there are some verses that are clear, and then there are some verses that are unclear. And I think it's even here. Let me actually get it up for you.
It's Surah 3 verse 7.
7, right?
Surah 3 verse 7.
Okay,
yeah.
So how do you know who are the people that are of knowledge? How do you know?
Say that question again.
So Surah Ali Imran, right? Surah Ali Imran, okay? Chapter 3. And in verse 7 it says, He's the one who revealed to you, a prophet, the book, of which some verses are precise. These are the foundation of the book, right? While others are elusive. Those with deviant hearts follow the elusive verses, seeking to spread doubt through their false interpretations. But no one grasps their meaning except Allah. As for those well grounded in knowledge, they say, we believe in the Quran, it is all from our Lord. But none will be mindful of this except people of reason. So we can see very, very clearly that there are verses that are unclear. Now, how are we supposed to actually interpret these unclear verses, right? We're supposed to go to these people of knowledge.
By the foundational verses, bro.
And who determines what verses are... True, but who determines what verses are... Okay. Who determines what verses are foundational?
Who determines? I would say. How can I answer this?
The question? People of knowledge.
No, because I know you. I'm trying to figure out the answer for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, because I'm worried about my daughter at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, look. Let's get back to it. So the point is, these people aren't authorities upon me. Yeah. The authorities upon me are the saints of the church, okay?
Your authority should be God, bro. That's my point that I'm making.
The authority is God, but we don't want to misunderstand God's words. And so God gives us a
So
necessary conduit so that we don't ever misunderstand him.
see, but let me tell you the beautiful thing about Islam.
Mm-hmm. So you just go by the
Islam,
Quran alone?
no, yeah, of course.
You go by the
Islam
Quran
teaches
alone.
you
You don't go by the you don't go by the Hadith.
the Quran is sufficient enough, brother.
Wow. Okay. I like that. I like you. I like you. So you just go by the Quran. Okay.
Yeah.
If I may ask, okay, how do you know which verses in the Quran go where?
What you mean?
So you see how the Quran starts with Surah Fatiha?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that Surah Fatiha is supposed to be chapter 1?
Because it's asking the Lord to guide you.
Okay, how do you know
For
Surah
you,
Al-Baqarah is supposed to be chapter 2?
how do I know it's supposed to be chapter 2?
Yeah.
I
Or Surah
honestly can't answer
Al-Anfal.
that for you.
Or Surah Al-Araf.
I honestly can't even answer
Or
that
Surah
question for
Yusuf.
you,
Or
bro.
Surah Hud. Or Surah Ra'ad. Right? Arad, sorry. How do you know that
Oh,
any of these surahs are supposed to be in this specific place?
dude, it's consistency of how it plays out when it's teaching you when you study it, bro.
How do you know how many surahs you're supposed to have in the Quran?
Because Allah revealed it like this. What you mean?
How do you know he
I'm
did?
confused.
Who told you he did that?
Allah told us.
Okay. Who told you that Allah said there must only be 112? Sorry, 114.
Well, it was revealed through the Prophet Muhammad, so it will be revealed through
No.
him.
How do you know that he only revealed 114 surahs?
Because in the Quran, Allah says it's up to him on how all this stuff gets put together.
Sure. I understand that,
So I
but
have
he never told
114
you.
surahs.
Okay.
Huh?
So did he tell you?
So I'm about to say,
Does the Quran say? Does the Quran say?
when you're reading the Quran, you're reading Allah's words. Yes, He's telling me, brother.
Does the
Yes.
Quran say I must be 114 surahs?
No, it doesn't say that specifically.
So how do you know that there's only 114 surahs of Allah's words and not 113 or 115 or 116?
Like I said, when you first asked me, bro, I really can't answer that question for you, bro.
Okay, you do understand how scary that is, right? You potentially could be reading an incomplete Quran without hadith. Without knowing what books were put where, what chapters were put where, and the reason for the revelation, you don't know when these revelations happen and why they're even there in the first place.
Do you even know why the Quran is here?
The Quran can
Answer
say
that
a
question,
bunch of
because-
stuff.
because-
That's not
because-
up to
let
me
me-
to
let me-
solve.
let me explain
I don't
something.
believe in the Quran. I'm a Christian.
The Quran is not the Quran is not the Quran
I'm a
is not the
Christian.
Bible.
I don't believe in
So
the Quran. We can't shuffle away from what we're talking about. Like, you need to stay with what we're talking about.
All right,
What
but
we're-
you're talking about the Quran.
Yeah, I'm talking about
we're
your
talking
belief in the
about
Quran, not my belief in the Quran. I'm
All right,
not a
I'm
Qurani.
I'm about to explain it to you.
I'm not one of the
how I
Quraniyun.
can-
Like, I don't believe in any of the things you're saying right now, okay?
So what do you ask me questions for then?
The reason I'm asking questions is for clarification, my brother. Like, if you're saying to me, oh, well, I believe that this comes from God, and you don't know how
I'm
you
trying to
know that it
answer
comes
you.
from God. Okay,
I'm trying to answer to you because the Quran tells you how it reveals itself to you.
that's presupposing it's the Quran. How do you know that Surah Ikhlas came from Allah?
You said, how do I know that Surah Ikhlas came
This
from
one,
Allah?
this 4-ayah chapter. How do you know
Faith,
Surah
bro. There's
Ikhlas
something
came from
called
Allah?
faith. Do you have faith?
Okay,
You know
then.
what faith is?
Okay, so it's just faith, right?
A
Okay,
lot of
I
faith,
just
a whole lot of it.
a whole lot of faith. Okay, I have a whole lot of faith that Jesus Christ is God, and it doesn't really matter what you say. See how we can get an
you
impasse there?
listen. Bro. That's the thing. You're absolutely. I'm aware of that, bro. But at the end of the day, it doesn't invalidate how reality actually works.
Yeah, but reality
what
also works
you-
with reasons for doing things. These verses don't explain why those ayahs were revealed. Essentially, they were revealed for no
These
reason.
verses are trying to explain to you how to live your life accordingly. You guys are worrying
Are you
about
sure?
the wrong things.
Are you sure?
Yes, You're worrying about
So
the
if
wrong
I, so
thing.
if I, okay, so if I pull up Surah 1094, is that
You want it to be like the Bible where it tells us how many children somebody had. Why do I need to know that? I don't need to know how
so
many
that you
children
can
this person
properly
had.
function in a Christian
What are you
society?
talking about?
Yeah, you need to properly function in a Christian society by knowing
Go.
how many children you should have. But to get back to the point, my brother,
There were
okay?
people who literally had a bunch of children. What are you talking about, bro?
I don't think you understand what my point is. My point is
No, I
the
don't.
Bible
I don't.
giving specificities means that we can be more congruent with what we want to achieve because we're more explicit about the things that we want. You are appealing to vaguenesses and you can just work within vaguenesses for your whole life. But you're saying everything in the Quran is supposed to be applied to you now in how you live your life now, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this
Doesn't
verse
that make
applies so
sense?
this verse applies to you.
That doesn't make sense.
So does this verse apply to you? This one? Surah 1094?
Let me go to it.
Yeah, this one. Surah
Oh, the
1094.
one that asks is where it says, if you have any doubt, go to the people of the book.
Yeah, if you who?
Let me go
Who's
to
you?
it.
You said every single verse applies to you right
So if
now,
you are in
today.
doubt of what we have revealed to you, then ask those who have been reading the book before you. Before verily has come to the truth from your Lord. So do not be among the doubters.
Okay, so
You.
this is the question that I want to have, okay? This is the question that I want to have. Does this verse apply to you?
Yeah,
How?
it does.
Are you the person that...
Am I not the one reading? Would I not be the one reading this?
it says, if you... So let's say you... If you are in doubt about that which
Because I
we
know it
revealed
says
to you,
Muhammad, but
did
Muhammad
Allah...
is
No.
interpreting it.
Did Allah reveal these things to you?
Allah reveals the Quran to everyone. Bro.
No,
Yes.
he does not reveal the recitation of the Quran to everyone. He reveals it to the Prophet specifically, and then the Prophet recites it to everyone. Okay?
So how can
Allah does not
Prophet
reveal
Muhammad
it to you.
recite it to me right now? How can Prophet Muhammad recite it to me right
That's
now?
for you to
Explain that
figure
me.
out because you said this applies to you.
I just told you how Allah reveals it through yourself, bro. Allah told you this.
Allah reveals things through yourself. So everyone's a prophet now? Seriously?
Are you slow? No, everybody is connected to God, bro.
Okay, so what made the Prophet connected to God and you not connected to God? Where does the Quran explain this reality that you having
that Allah
revelation
reveals his
from
signs,
Allah
that Allah
directly?
reveals his signs. All right, I got you. Hold on, I got you, brother. Because you clearly do not read the Quran.
I'm going to ask you a question just from this verse, okay? It says...
you get verses from
it
all them
says-
God logic. You don't read the Quran.
Okay, great. God logic. I don't know why he was quoted here. It says here, the truth has
Because
certainly
this is
come to you.
argument, bro.
It says the truth has certainly come to you from your Lord. Was the Quran specifically given to you from Allah?
Yes, the Quran is for all of mankind. So yes, am I not part of mankind?
Oh my
What are
gosh,
you
wait.
talking
So the
about?
Quran came directly to you.
It came to all of
No,
us.
did it
It's
come
for all of
directly?
us.
Did it come directly to you?
Yes, bro. For somebody who didn't read the Quran or study it, for you to sit here and make
No.
faces like you
Listen
need
to
know
what
you're
you just said.
talking
The Quran directly came to you from Allah. Not through the Prophet, from Allah.
Allah is the one who teaches the Quran, bro. Yes. I can show you all the verses of what I'm talking about.
So you are the Prophet then. There's no need for Muhammad because he directly came to you.
Oh, you know what Sufis are, bro? No, like really answer this question. Do you know what a Sufi is?
Yeah, I know what Sufi is.
Alright, do you know what Sufis teach?
Some differ.
Sufis teach that all these prophets are within yourself. They're within your own essence.
You believe that?
For sure. Why wouldn't I?
So Muhammad is in your essence.
Yes. The potential of Muhammad is in my essence. Yes.
The potential to be Muhammad is in your essence, yeah?
For sure. Just like the potentiality of being Isa is in my essence. Yeah. I know this is unfamiliar for you because you don't truly believe in yourself because you don't believe in God.
I don't believe in myself.
You don't believe in yourself.
I don't
You believe.
believe. I never believe in myself.
Don't
Yeah.
you believe you're a sinner?
I don't
You
believe in
my.
I don't believe in myself. This
Aren't you a
is
sinner that needs somebody to die for
lava
your sins?
splash. This is lava splash theology. To be honest with you, you've just said that
You
you
need
could
somebody
be
to die
Muhammad.
for your sins,
So
bro.
as a Muslim, could you just say that you could be Muhammad real quick?
No, I'm myself.
Okay, could you had the potentiality to be Muhammad, right?
For sure.
So could you say I could be Muhammad?
That's the point. That's the point of being the Mohammedan. You ever heard of you know what a Mohammedan is?
yeah, I know what
Be
Muhammad
like
is.
Muhammad.
So
It's
are
to be
you
like
okay?
Muhammad.
So could you say
You
I
follow
could
Muhammad to
be?
be
Could
like
you say
Muhammad.
I could be Muhammad then?
I could be like Muhammad for sure. Yes.
Yeah, that's great, man. I'm just gonna write that down. I could be Muhammad, yeah. What's your name?
Holy Ghost.
What's your Muslim name? What's your Muslim name?
Wow, bro. Why you trying to get my name, bro?
You don't. It doesn't need to be your if it's your government name, then don't give it to me. But like, what's your Muslim name?
It is my government name.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Holy Ghost. Is there it's just as another name? So I could be Muhammad. You then said I have the potentiality. You have the potentiality of being Muhammad inside you, right?
Yeah, the Quran says Muhammad is an example to follow. So I don't understand why you writing this down like this is not in the Quran. Like it says Muhammad is an example to follow. So why follow somebody you can't be like? Make it make sense.
But you said you
make it make sense, brother.
You said the potential.
Number one, you believe you're a sinner. So don't sit here and write things about me, brother.
Bro, that's fine. I do believe I'm a sinner.
You believe you're a sinner who needs and you need somebody to die for you. Come on now, make it make sense.
I need someone to be able to remove my sin. That's true.
Oh, your God didn't give you the ability to do it?
Because it's not just a thing that I did to offend God. There's an on-tick depravity that happens.
What did you do? You did not eat the apple, bro.
Yes,
what are you talking about?
I didn't eat the apple, but I still inherit the condition to move towards sin. So I'm not being punished.
That's just.
Yeah, because I'm not being punished for the thing that Adam did.
See, that's how you know Allah is way more just.
Hold on. Do you believe seriously? Do you seriously believe? Sorry. I'm not under the sin of Adam. I did not do the thing that Adam did.
So why? So hold on.
Yeah, I didn't do the. Okay, so I didn't do the thing that Adam did. However, I still take on the consequences of his sin. The same way, for example, if your father has a hereditary STI, that's gonna get passed down to you. Not because you did anything wrong, but because of the nature that you inherited. So the nature that I inherited from Adam.
You're talking about spiritual things, though. You're talking about
spirit. Exactly. So you can have spiritual inheritances. A good example of spiritual inheritances is me inheriting the merits of Christ by being a Christian. So I can inherit the nature of Christ. Yeah. Now, when it comes to my kind of stuff, okay, with Adam, no, I'm not going to be punished for the specific sin of eating the apple. That's a very neo-Protestant understanding. I will not be, punished for that. That's a very American neo-Protestant thing. That's not me. What we believe as Christians specifically is that we have the consequences of Adam's sin, okay? And that is what is transferred onto us. So death, being able to live in a fallen and corrupted world, all of those things are passed down. And not just that, the lack of union with God. Because we're not all born at union with God. Like when you were a Muslim, were you born at union with Allah?
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, why would Allah allow you to grow up to lose that union with Him?
You never lose the union with Him. You think you do. That's the thing. You think you lose
this
it.
This is very Hindu in mindset. This is like the Advaita Vedanta people.
Bro, the Quran is a guidance to bring you
Hold on,
bro.
Any person that's born is
letting you talk, bro. Do I not let you talk? Even though this is your platform, but I'll let you talk, bro.
All right. Can I ask you a question?
What I'm trying to say is the Quran. Sure.
Is every human being on earth currently right now at union with Allah?
Yeah, everybody has a connection to Allah. It's just that
not just a connection, but like they're in union, proper union.
No, not proper union. But what I'm saying is, when I'm saying they're in union with Allah, they can always turn right back to Allah. There's nothing. There's no intermediate. There's nothing else. You just have to come back into this remembrance.
Okay, that's just remembrance, right? Is it possible that you could sin in Jannah?
No.
Why not?
Because sin is bringing you out of the state of being in remembrance of Allah.
Okay. Is it possible that in Jannah you could lose remembrance of Allah, like in a bad way?
No.
Why not?
What you mean why not? Are you talking
Why
about
not?
Jannah and the
So
afterlife?
so for example, as an Orthodox Christian, yeah, because I take on Christ's humanity and Christ's humanity is perfect, I can't mess up in heaven. But for you, you don't take on any ontological changes. You don't become a different human being when you become a Muslim. Like, you're the same person, you just did a different thing, you just made a different choice. Your nature hasn't changed. So when you go into heaven, your nature stays exactly the same. And because it stays exactly the same, when you know, eventually
See, the Quran tells us that Allah
you'll be the
gave us
same.
Allah tells us that as humans He gave us a good nature, a divine type of nature.
Okay, so he gave us a divine. Wait, sorry, Allah gave us a divine nature.
Yeah, we have the ability. We have the names of Allah within us. What are you talking about?
Wait, hold on. We have the names of Allah within us.
For sure. I want you to research all this because I know it's blowing your mind. Go ahead, research all this, brother.
We have the names.
Because Allah taught Adam all the names. Why did He teach Adam all the names?
So that Adam could know how to refer to his Lord, not so that he could have the names in him.
What? So he can know to refer to his Lord as what?
With these names that he's given us.
So he can know how to serve his Lord, correct?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that he has the names within him.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
You said that. Okay, can anybody possess the names of Allah within them?
We all do. All humans do, bro.
All right, so I was right.
This is what the Quran teaches, brother. I know this is something new to you, but this is what the Quran teaches. Well,
I appreciate you coming up, and I admire your gumption, but you haven't been able to change my mind. If anything, you've made me a bit more reserved. I mean,
in the Quran, Allah tells me I can't change your mind. So I wasn't trying to anyway. I was just trying to have a conversation about it. But
I appreciate the conversation, man. I mean, I think it's very interesting the way that you've even like started this, dude. Like, to even say we have the names of Allah is like crazy. Like, that is crazy. Anyways, thank you. Take care, yeah?
Peace.
Okay, Nixon 5, hello.
Hey, what's up?
You're a very muscular guy, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
So for John 17:3.
Damn,
right?
We're going straight. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just get straight to the point.
Okay.
Who was Jesus regarding to as the one true God?
I think he was saying the Father is the only true God there, yeah.
So do you believe Jesus is God?
I believe he's God, yeah.
So if Jesus is telling you one thing,
yeah,
and you're telling me another thing,
yeah,
what are we believing here?
Well,
how many true gods is there?
There's one true God, but I want you to answer why that's another thing, though. Why is that two things?
Why is that another thing?
Yeah, you said you're telling me one thing, telling me another thing. How do you know it's necessarily another thing?
Yeah. Well, if Jesus is telling you that the one true God is the Father.
Yeah.
Right? Correct? And
so
you're calling
he says
Jesus
so
God.
he says he says the Father is the only true God. He doesn't say the only true God is the Father. Those two sentences aren't the same.
So what does he mean by that?
Well, what he means is that the Father takes up a certain category, as it were. And he's talking about the fact that the Father is truly God. Now, that doesn't distinguish or rather contravene the Son being truly God either. The logical point is that the Father being the one true God doesn't necessarily entail that only the Father belongs to the identity of the true God. It might instead mean that there is only one true God, and the Father is personally identified as that one true God, whilst the Son is not a second rival God, but actually belongs to that same divine reality. Yes? So a good analogy that I would give is this, and I'm going to put it here because I actually have this in my notes, okay? Can you read out this sentence, please, if that's okay with you? Yeah? I've made it big for you so that you can read it, okay? Just give me a second. I'm going to switch it through, yeah? Could you read that for us, please? What does that say?
Hold on. What is it from the bottom?
Yeah, on the bottom, my
Oh, here we
friend.
go. May they recognize you, the only legitimate royal house, and the prince whom you sent.
So, if I look
Okay.
at that, right, obviously that's saying that the king is the legitimate royal house, right? Does that mean that the
Uh-huh.
prince isn't part of the royal house?
He's not, because it says the only legitimate royal house.
Yeah, they might recognize
The
you, the
only.
only legitimate
So
royal
if how many is
house.
there?
There's only one royal house. That doesn't mean that the prince isn't part of the house anymore.
Uh-huh.
So do you think the prince is part of an illegitimate house then by the sentence?
I mean, if that word only wasn't there, then
No.
yeah.
It my goodness. Read the sentence very carefully, my friend. What's a royal house, right? That's a group of people, correct? So if I talk to King Henry VIII
I mean,
and I
I
say,
don't know.
Henry,
I
you
never,
are
bro.
the legitimate royal house, that's not saying that only
I mean,
King
I don't live in
Henry
England.
is in the
I don't know.
house. It's just saying that Henry's part of this group.
Okay. Let's rewind. Let's rewind.
Here, let me
When
give you an
Jesus
even better
tells
one.
you,
Hold on. I'm gonna give you this one, right?
just don't give me nothing from England or,
Okay.
you know, I'm not born in England. I don't know anything
Here.
about the royal castle.
That's fine. Jerome is on the only real bus. What does that mean?
Jerome is on the only real bus. Straightforward.
Okay. Does
Like, I
that
don't know
mean
how to
that
explain it. What do you want?
okay. Does that mean that only Jerome is on the bus?
No.
So there could be others on the bus, right?
Yeah, but why does it say only real bus? Like, why does it say that?
Because there might
Jerome
be
is
fake
the
and
only
this is
real
very, very
bus.
good, right? Good. Because there might be fake buses. So the way only works in this sentence is not emphasizing buses. It's emphasizing real. So if
That's a horrible example, bro.
actually no, it's the same thing.
Uh,
The Father
no.
is the only
hmm
true God. Jerome is on the only real bus. The Father is the only true God.
I I understand that, but if you're telling me there's one God, and that says the Father is the only true God,
If there's
right?
only one bus, in that sense, Jerome is only on the real
Bro,
bus. Only Jerome's on the real bus. See how that doesn't make sense?
give me the context then for that, the Bible verse. Give me the context. Let's
Okay.
make it easier for all of us.
Okay. So the idea is that they were saying that the Father is not truly God, and there may have been some other false gods. And so Christ is trying to come along and say, actually, you, the Father, you are the only true God, because people were denying the Father. And the reason they were
Okay,
denying the Father was because they were denying the Son.
so hold on, bro, because this is very confusing now. You're telling me Jesus is telling us there could be fake gods out there, but the Father is the only true God, correct?
You know what? The Father is the only true God, or part of what that
Okay,
means. Here,
so
look,
who's Jesus then?
Jesus is also the only true God because he's part of the category.
Nah, where you got that from? Where you got that from, bro?
You know what?
Where you got that from?
I might just do some maths, okay? Watch this. 2 plus 2 only equals 4. Is that true?
Nah, this stuff, yeah, it's true, but like, come on, you could
Okay.
put 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Like, come on.
That's funny,
Don't
right?
do this mad stuff with me. We gotta do Bible verses, bro. We're not doing
Okay.
this mad stuff.
So I'm doing this other one.
You're
Only
making
2
things
plus
even more
2
complicated.
equals 4. Is that true?
I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't think there's other things that can equal four.
Equal
1 plus 1 plus
4.
1 plus 1 equals. Yes,
Exactly.
1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 can also equal 4.
So that means, right?
Uh huh.
Simply the word only in a sentence doesn't always mean what you want it to mean. It can change depending. So the Father being the only true God is a category. Only true God is a category. And the Father fits that
Where's the
category.
context for that?
Where's the context for that? The context for that is in the rest of the Johannine literature and in the rest of the Gospel of John. In the rest of the Gospel of John, the author tells us that Jesus and the Father are equal to each other.
They're equal to each other.
Yes.
Okay, so how about this contradiction? The Father is greater than I. How are they equal?
So, the Son is lesser than the Father regarding his humanity. That's the Chalcedonian definition. Yes.
Humanity now. I thought they were equal. You just told me
They're
they were
equal hypostatically, but when you take into account Christ's humanity, then they are no longer equal at some point in time. But that doesn't mean that the person is never equal again. Okay? The person's always equal.
Where you getting this? Where you getting your own context from, my man?
I can literally,
so do
you know what? Okay, that's fine.
What the context of the Father is greater than I means now? Or
yes.
You're gonna make up your own
do you want to go to the verse? Do you even know the verse? What's the verse?
Yes, it's John 5:30.
Okay, John 5:30.
I know your own Bible, my man. Yeah.
All right, let's go to John 5:30, man. If you want to do it, okay. So where does it say the Father's greater than I here?
Oh, actually, no.
No. You know the Bible. Where does it say my Father's greater than I? Read it. No, read it.
Okay, we can read this. Actually, John 5:30
there you
is
go.
actually even better.
You don't even want to do it. You don't even want to do it.
That's even better. No, we can read that.
Yeah.
This is even gonna make my claim even better.
Oh, are you sure? So mind you,
100%.
we've debunked you on the maths thing, and I appreciate that
you didn't
debunking.
Debunk me on the math stage. You didn't
so wait. So you
nothing
think
on the
that these two things are the same? Are these two things the same?
You didn't debunk anything.
Are they the same?
What me and you were talking about
are they the
not
same?
The same examples.
Are they the same? Why are they different examples? Guess what you're gonna say? Because it's God. That's why. But you can't actually read.
If I show you 3 bananas and I tell you each banana, there's 3 bananas. Are they 1 banana or 3?
You said there's 3 bananas.
Okay, so
you said there's 3 bananas
on the screen. If I show you 3 bananas on the screen,
yeah,
and you see it, is it 1 or 3 bananas?
If you keep saying 3, I'm just gonna say 3. Doesn't change anything. So anyway, to continue, my friend, when you look at these things, when you look at these things, okay, could you physically show me the Father and the Holy Spirit together? Could you physically show me that? Go on.
How am I going to physically show you?
Yeah, so then you can't do it. You're using physical examples for non-physical objects. And you can't show why you need to count these 3 objects the same way that you count the 3 persons. Now, there's 3 persons, but could you show me the number of natures that those persons have? How many natures between those 3
You're the one who's saying
has?
3, not me.
No, I say that there's one human. I say there's one divine nature. How many divine natures do I believe in?
But okay, you said 1 divine nature, but 3
so how many
persons,
gods
right?
are there? How many gods are there?
But 3 persons?
Yeah, 3 persons doesn't mean 3 gods.
Okay, could you see those? Could you see the Spirit and the? Could you see them?
No, I cannot physically see the person of the Holy Spirit.
I'm asking you that. Okay,
I can't.
So
I cannot physically see the person of the Holy Spirit. So it doesn't matter, does it? How many divine natures do I believe in? 1. Right. How many gods do I believe in, by the way?
You believe in 3.
Thank you. You can't even do it. How many divine natures?
I can prove that to you right now.
I believe in as many gods as there. I'm going to tell you this. I believe in as many gods as there are divine natures. Okay? Sound fair enough? I believe in as many gods as there are divine natures. As there are divine natures.
Okay.
Okay. How many divine natures do Christians believe in?
1 divine nature.
How many gods do they believe in, therefore?
If you tell me 1, and then you tell me the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, that's 3.
Because that's a different category.
Is Jesus divine? Hold on, wait. Is Jesus divine?
Yes.
Okay, is the Father divine?
Yes.
How many is that so far?
How many what is that so far?
How many did I just mention that's divine nature?
How many what? How many what? You can't even say, because I don't know what you're talking about. How many what?
You believe in, wait, you said you believe in a divine, as many gods as there's the divine nature, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, is the Father, is he divine?
Yeah,
That's
the
1.
Father
is
is divine.
Is he divine.
Jesus is divine.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's 2. How many gods?
2 what? Wait, 2 what? 2 what? 2 what? Are you just counting random objects? You got to tell me what you're counting here, man. What are you counting?
Hey, listen.
What are you counting,
Chat,
man?
I might be crazy. I don't know.
He doesn't know what he's talking
Maybe
about.
I
This
am
is
crazy.
insane. This is insane. How many things?
Alright,
What are you
I'll
counting?
make this-
Actually,
I'll make this easier for you.
before you begin,
I'm counting how many
tell
divine
me
natures you believe in.
divine
I'm
natures.
counting-
Okay. So we're
I'm
counting.
counting how many
Are we
divine
count?
natures you believe
Okay,
in.
we're counting natures. Yes.
Yes.
We're
you
counting
said
natures.
Divine natures. You said
Divine
natures.
natures. Okay. Is
You
the
said
father? Okay.
divine,
Is the
divine.
father
Yes.
okay? The person of the father, is the father a divine nature?
Like he's confused now.
Is the father a divine nature? I want to ask you.
Yeah, he's divine. Yes.
No.
Yes,
Is he a
yes,
divine nature?
Yes,
Is he a
yes.
divine
According to
nature?
you guys, yeah.
No. Show us where we ever said that.
I just said yes, bro.
Okay, show us where Christians say the
He's not
Father
divine?
is a divine nature.
Wait, He's not divine nature.
Being divine does not mean that you are a divine nature. Could you show us that, please? Could you show us
So
that?
what does it mean then? Teach
Being
me.
divine means
Teach me, what does it
having
mean
the
then?
divine nature, not being completely different divine nature. That's like saying being human is being a nature.
Okay.
Yeah? How
All
many
right.
human natures are there? There's
I'll
only
make this-
one humanity, right?
Oh my God.
Holy.
Yeah, there's one humanity, but are me and you the same?
No, we're separate.
We're not the same exactly. So let me
Yeah.
ask you this.
Why are we separate? Why are we separate? Why are we separate?
Bro, we don't have this. Do you know what I'm thinking right now? Do I know
Yeah,
what
you
you're
want to
thinking
know
right
why
now?
we're separate? You want to know why we're separate? Because the
You gonna
principles
really
of
tell me
our
why we're
activities are separate. Now, our essences are identical. We just have the same human essence. But our natures, which is the principle for our activity, is different. So when you do actions and I do actions, we can do them separately because the principle for my actions is over here, your principle for actions is over here. But for the Father, Son, and Holy
But
Spirit,
still, we're different.
they
But
have
we're
the
still
same...
different.
Yeah, that's why we're different. But for the Father and Son and the Holy Spirit, there's only one principle of activity. So there's only one
Perfect.
action that results.
Perfect. Just okay. Now, I'm sure you heard this a million times. Okay, and you're gonna laugh when I say it. You believe Jesus, He's God, and He died for your sins, correct?
Yeah, I believe he's God.
Oh, and He died for your sins.
Yeah, I believe he died for my sins.
Okay.
What does it mean
How
to
many
die?
gods didn't die for your sins? Hold on, wait. How many gods didn't die on the cross?
When you say God, are you just saying the same thing again?
I just asked you how many gods didn't die on the cross.
As many
Did the
Allahs
Father die
that...
on the
Okay,
cross?
I'll tell you. As many Allahs that
Yeah,
descended.
tell me. Okay, so did the Father die on the cross?
I said as many Allahs as descended.
Wait, just answer. It's easy to answer.
I just
bro. Did
answered the
Father
question.
die
I
on the
said
cross?
as many Allahs that descended. I'm saying to
So
you.
does
I'm
it-
saying to you right now.
I don't know what that means. Does it
Okay,
mean
so
the Father
okay.
died
Do
on
you
the
believe
cross
that
or not?
Allah? Okay, do you believe that every night, to the third part of the
Don't
night,
go
that
to
Allah
Islam,
descends to the
bro.
first
We
heaven?
talking to- Bro,
I'm just asking you.
Bro,
I'm asking you. I'm
That's
asking you.
crazy. Now
I'm
you're
asking you.
switching up.
No one's switching
Look,
up. No one's
look,
switching
look,
up.
chat.
So
Chat, he's
here's what I said.
switching up.
Chat. You see how he's running? He's running. Chat. He's running. So here's what we're gonna do.
I'm not.
I'm running.
asked
I'm
you, did
running.
the
You're
Father
running.
die
So
on the cross?
what was my answer? What was my
Did the
answer?
Father die on the cross?
What was my answer?
I don't know. You didn't answer. You didn't.
Yes,
give me a
I
yes or
did,
no.
and I'm gonna repeat it again. I said the
Is it
number
a
of
yes or
I
no?
said the number of gods that didn't die on the cross is the number of Allahs that descended to the first heaven and didn't descend.
So he didn't die, correct?
How
Just
does
to be
how does
clear.
my answer mean that he didn't die? You can't even follow what's going on, can you?
If somebody asks you, did the Father die on the cross? You can't give him a simple yes or no.
So if we're talking about the Father, we're saying the person of the Father died on the cross. When we say God, we just mean the person that holds this particular
no
divine
problem.
nature.
I
But that's not
understand.
invoking. But again, that's not invoking
did the
any
Father die on
counting
the cross,
method,
though?
is it? It's the same way,
Did
for
he die?
example. Hold on, I'm explaining. It's the same way as saying, for example, that there's only one. For example, if I ask you how many presidents can issue an executive order, the answer to that would be one, right? Because only Trump can do it. But if I ask you how many presidents didn't sign an executive order, now you need to change your criteria for counting, because either that
No, it's
means
not, because it's
yes,
still one
you do.
president. It's still one president.
Sorry, so President Jimmy Carter wasn't
It's-
president. President George Washington isn't a president.
Bro, we-
President Obama isn't
oh my
president.
God, we talk.
All
my
of these
man,
people,
we
George
talking
Bush,
about
George
the
H.W.
future.
Bush, they're not presidents.
We
Is that what you're
talking
saying?
Okay, so all right, so count them all then. So count them.
Yeah, it's like 47 presidents.
Okay, so you know the number.
So you're counting, but
So
the
when
thing
I
is, but the
ask
problem
you-
is, but here's the thing. The reason why you generate that result is because you are using different criteria for counting. You're not counting the same thing anymore. So if you ask me how many gods died on the cross, that is equivalent to how many divine persons that have human natures died on the cross. That's what that actually means.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So when I tell you, okay, did he have a divine nature?
So I said human nature. So how many divine persons that have human natures died on the cross? That's what you're saying.
That's not what you see.
That's what you're saying. That's what it means to die. What does it mean to die? It literally means a person. I'm telling you what it means to die. That's why angels can't die, right? Dying is when a person that's human, right? A person that has a human nature has their human soul and body separated. So if what you mean by how many gods died on the cross, you have to plug that in. So God, who is a divine person that has a human nature, has body and soul separated. I would say 1, right? And by that definition, how many gods did not die on the cross? I would say 0. Because the only person that can fit that bill is Jesus.
0.
Yeah. 0 gods didn't die on the cross.
Okay, so Jesus
only 1 god died on the cross, and 0 gods didn't die on the cross.
You couldn't make that. You couldn't tell me that before. So
I told you that. I told you that before. And you know how I told you that before? Hold on. Do you know how? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how I told you that before. So I told you that before, my brother, when I said it's equivalent to the number of Allahs that descend and yet remain on the throne. Okay? So when Allah descends in the third part of the night, and I'm explaining, when Allah descends at the third part of the night, how many Allahs descend? 1 Allah descends, right? 1.
Okay.
Now, if I ask how many Allahs remain from the throne, or do not leave the throne, or do not descend, you would have to say what? Either 1 or 0. Because if you say 1, then he's still there at the throne. He didn't leave it somehow. So he descends without leaving, which again, it's a physical movement. That's because they take the Zahiri meaning. Or you take a completely different definition, cache it out so that you can have one and the other. You see?
Okay,
so I answered your question, didn't I? I just used a crude analogy.
No, it didn't. It didn't answer.
It did. Actually, can you repeat what I said? Repeat what I said. What did I say?
Bro.
What did I say?
You said
what did I say?
You talked for 3 minutes, bro.
I talked for 45 seconds tops. Could you repeat what I said?
There's a more. There's a
don't stutter. But could you please answer my question? Could you please answer my question?
He's a dumb. I'm sorry. He's just a dummy.
I'm a dummy. Don't quit now. Don't quit now. See, this is what I'm saying. He's a dummy.
I'm not asking you. You're a dummy. My man, listen to me.
Yeah, you can't do it, man.
I asked you, did Jesus have a divine nature? I asked you.
Jesus has a divine nature, but you asked me how many gods died on the cross. That's a different question.
I told you. Okay, and I told you, did he die? You said yes for your sins. Then I asked you, did the Father die? You told me no.
Because you're now talking about the person of the Father, just divine persons generally speaking. You're not talking about.
What do you mean the person of the Father?
Because remember, yes, the Father's a person. Crazy, I know. So when you say, did God die on the cross?
He's not God?
When you say, did God die on the cross, what you're actually saying is, did a person, because you're not talking about the natures, right? Because God could be the natures. If you're talking about that, then no, there was no death that took place. But if you're talking about a divine person, then you have to say, divine person that has human nature. Did divine person that have human nature die on the cross? Yes. How many divine persons that have a human nature did not die on the cross? 0. So it's 1 and 0.
Okay,
I did it.
So 1 and 0. So that's 2 gods right there.
How is that 2 gods?
You just admitted it.
You said how many divine persons with human natures didn't die on the cross?
I said with a divine nature.
I'm saying, again, a person with a divine nature, right, that does not have a human nature can't fit the bill for this question because death requires certain criteria. So if you're asking me, did God die on the cross, that assumes priors. These priors are being a human being, having a human nature. So if you're asking me, did God die on the cross, my mind says person with human nature, right?
So God didn't die for your sins.
No. God died for my sins because God died for my sins means person with a divine and human nature. So that's what it means.
Okay, so both.
So it's not just divine nature, because when you say God died for your sins or how many gods died on the cross, it's not complicated. I'm just filling the definition. So the definition is divine person plus human nature. Those are the only persons or gods that can die on the cross.
Bro, you ever watched the anime Dragon Ball Z?
What are you
Do you know
talking
when they
about?
turn Super Saiyan?
What are you talking about?
Does God turn Super Saiyan when he wants to and become a regular human when he wants to?
So this is a completely different thing.
It's,
No,
it,
I
no,
don't know what you're talking about, man.
it's exactly what it sounds like.
No, it's not. It
God can
doesn't.
turn into a
You know what?
Super Saiyan when he
If you
wants
want, if you really want to do this. I mean, your God does put his foot in hellfire for some reason. Why? Why does
Bro,
he do
Jesus was in hell for 3 days.
that? When was he in
What are you
Tartarus for 3
talking about? Your
days?
God was
When
in
was
hell
he
for
in
3 days,
when was he
bro.
in Jahannam for 3 days?
Oh my God! You want me to really pull out that verse for
Yes,
you?
that he was in Jahannam. That he was in
Let me get it out
Jahannam.
for you. Hold
That
on,
he was in
hold on.
Tartarus. That he was in the place of punishment for 3 days. Show me.
He was in a place of punishment, wasn't he?
Where?
Okay, hold on.
Where? See, this is what happens when he just be taking, substance, bro. Straight up in the veins, dog. Straight up. Straight up in the veins. Yeah, in Sheol doesn't mean in hell.
Okay,
This is why you
1
don't.
Peter. Hold on. 1 Peter, right?
Yeah.
Verse 3:18 to 20.
And it says in the place, right, of hell. Is that what it says? Tartarus?
I don't know. I brought you the verse.
Okay, so let me be clear before we open this, because I'm not going to be dishonest here, okay? So, in Orthodox Christianity, the word hell in English has multiple meanings.
Now he's gonna put. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's the same way that you have
Here we
barzakh.
go.
Hold on.
said he wasn't in
It's
hell.
the same way you have barzakh in the Quran, okay? You have barzakh, right? After you die, go to
Barzakh is
barzakh.
grave. It's not hell.
Right,
Barzakh
the
is
great.
grave.
Yes, I know. So, can you let me finish? Yes? So,
Go ahead, finish,
in
bro.
Christianity, the equivalent of what I'm
Bring up
saying
the verse,
when
though.
your God, I'm telling you, when your God, 'cause I don't want to look at the verse until I explain it.
Bring it up
so
on
that,
the big screen to show people.
so that people don't think that I'm making this up to try and fit the verse, right?
Why isn't it on the big screen?
It's on the big screen
you
here.
told me to bring it up. I brought
So
it up.
wait. So once I bring it up, I can make up whatever interpretation I like, right? Okay, so to finish
Bring
what
it
I'm
up,
saying,
and
yeah,
then you
exactly.
can
So
bring-
let me
and then
finish.
you
So
can bring-
let me finish.
and
So
then you can make
when
the
it comes to,
interpretation.
let me finish. So in Christianity, your equivalent of Jahannam is what we call Gehennom or Tartaros. Where does Jesus go to Tartaros? That's the word I'm looking for. When we say hell, we mean Tartaros. Where does Jesus go to Tartarus?
Okay, bring the verse. Bring the verse. I'll show you.
And it's gonna say Tartarus, right?
I don't know what's in it. Just bring up the verse, bro.
My good. And if it doesn't say Tartarus, you concede.
I don't care if it says hell, bro. Bring it up.
It doesn't say Tartarus because Tartarus is what hell is, okay? Yeah.
I don't care if it says Tartaros or Tetris, bro. Just bring it up.
No, it's a Tetris. This is the one.
You,
right?
you.
First
you the
Peter
one who said he
1:18.
didn't go to hell for 3 days.
For Christ also suffered once for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to
3:18.
God, being put to death in the
3:18.
flesh, but being made alive in the spirit. This is 3:18. This was your verse, dude. By whom he also
Okay.
went and preached to the spirits in prison. Where does it say hell?
Keep reading.
Where does it say hell? Who formerly were
Bro, read the
disobedient when
verse.
once the divine long suffering waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was being prepared, in which that is a few, 8 souls were saved through water.
Okay, keep going. Wait,
There
did
is
I-
also an antitype which now saves us, baptism, not the removal of the flesh, but the
3:18
filth
to
of the
20.
flesh.
Yeah, so read 18 to 20.
I already did.
18 to 20.
Yep, I just did.
Go from the beginning. You didn't read from the beginning, bro.
Yes, I did.
Read from the beginning.
Yes, I
18,
did.
18.
For Christ also suffered once
Go
for
ahead.
our sins. 18,
All right, go ahead, read it.
18. Just for the unjust. That. Oh, sorry, that got taken off. I don't know why that happened. Oh. Hold on. I got taken off the verse. Don't know why I have to read it again. Christ also suffered for our sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but being made alive in the spirit, by whom also he went and preached to the spirits in prison, who formerly were disobedient when once the divine long-suffering waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was being prepared, in which a few, that is, 8 souls, were saved through water. Where's
Okay,
hell?
that right there in the green. What does that mean?
By whom he
What
also
does it
went and
mean?
preached to the spirits in prison. This says Addis, it doesn't say hell.
Yeah, where is that? Where is that? Where is that?
Not in hell.
Where is the spirits in prison?
The spirits in prison are in the grave of death. That's it.
Guys, go read up, go look at the context. The spirit in prison means hell. It doesn't mean the grave.
It literally
He's
means
making up his own
the grave. It
interpretation.
just means Hades.
This is why
Hades
I
isn't
told
hell.
you.
Hades isn't
Oh
hell.
my
Is Hades
God,
hell?
bro.
Is Hades hell?
Look, go
Is
look
Hades
at,
hell?
what's the Greek in it?
Is
You wanna
Hades
look it up
hell?
in the Greek?
Is Hades
You
hell?
want to look it up in the Greek?
Is Hades
Look
hell?
it up in the Greek. You
Okay.
want to?
The word that we're looking for is
wanna look it up in the
Tartarus. The
Greek?
word we're looking for is Tartarus. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's look up.
So
no,
wait. Let's
look
make
up
an
the word
agreement. Let's
prison in
make an
Greek.
let's make an agreement right now. Let's make an
Now
agreement right now.
He's panicking now.
No one's
Guys, he's
panicking at all. No one's
He's
panicking at all.
panicking.
We're trying to make sure we keep with the substance.
What is the
So,
word prison mean in
if
Greek?
I show you this word and it doesn't say Tartarus, will you concede that it's not hell?
I don't care about Tartarus. I want to see the word
Tartarus,
in English. What it means in
Tartarus
Greek.
is the word for hell. That's what the word is.
Okay.
So we're
okay,
looking for the
let's
Greek
let's
word
see what prison
Tartarus.
means.
If it doesn't say
Let's see what-
Tartarus, it's not hell.
Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says in Greek. What does the word prison mean in Greek?
The word prison just means a place where someone's
Or
held
Hebrew.
in. It's just a place someone's
Okay.
held in. That's all it means.
Held in.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, let's look it up then. Let's look it up.
Okay, fine. I don't know why
look it
we're
up.
doing this. Because now we've gone away. Okay? Filagi. Filagi.
I want to see what you said. It's the grave. Show me where it says it means it's the grave.
The spirits in prison would be people that aren't alive, so they would be in the grave.
Who says who? Says who? Says
Where
who?
where else could they be? What other
Says
prison
you?
could they be that's not the grave? What other prison could they be?
Hell. Hell.
What? What?
What do you mean what?
When you're in hell,
What do you
you're not
mean
in.
what?
When
Why
you're
you
in
acting
hell, when
surprised?
sorry. When you're in hell, okay, you're not just in prison. You are being tortured.
It's a
Where are these souls being
It's a
tortured?
yes, it's a prison.
Where are they being tortured?
It's a prison.
I'm sorry.
Yes, hell's
The
a
last
prison.
time I checked, a prison can either be a holding place or a waiting place. Okay, it's not just a punishment place.
Hold on, wait.
That's literally being caged.
So you don't-
Are
oh,
people
so-
just
so you don't
caged in
get-
hell?
You don't get tortured. You don't
Pardon?
get tortured in prison.
What?
You don't get
No, not absolutely no.
tortured in prison.
No.
don't get
What kind
tortured in prison.
what kind of prison do you go to? Sorry, like what kind of violation of human rights prison do you
Are
go
you
to?
insane?
Sorry. Yeah, I am. I'm nuts. I'm
countries
tapped. I'm
torture
bonkers. I'm
people
crazy.
in prison?
My mind, bro. How can you say that every prison means you get tortured?
Oh, my-
I can show you.
yo.
UK prisons.
Yo, my
You
man.
go to prison,
Once
you're not
you-
tortured.
Once you said that, bro.
What?
I can't.
Sorry. Do you think every single prison is you being tortured? Oh man, the lag's dropping. It will come back. It will come back. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Trust me. I don't know why my thing died, but I'm back. Hopefully this is okay. People think it's okay, therefore it's true. All right, I had to reconfigure my thing. Shaitan got your Wi-Fi on hold. All this talk about hell, gang. That probably is why, actually. Admin hijacked the live. Probably. All right, we got Sam, John Doe. All right, let's go with Sam. Hello, Sam. Hello?
Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, hey, I just wanted to say, I like your argumentation. I think you're doing a good job. I just wanted to say, like, for these next guys, the biggest problem when you're explaining, especially to the audience, is you got to draw out a diagram with your argument so you know which point to center back to while you're arguing. I just wanted to like point that out. I see like higher level guys like do that, and it tends to work really well to explain to people.
Okay. All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, gang. Take care, yeah?
Yep, you too.
All right. He was just trying to critique me on how bad of a theologian I was, so I'm just gonna... Someone give me 1 million for my Bloxburg's house. Okay. Face. Family. Embrace. Double R. Hello. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're very quiet, bro. You're gonna have to raise your voice.
The first I'm gonna do is react to the prompt. No, I don't believe in Christianity, but I believe in holiness. God said, "Be holy." God said, "Be holy." God said, "Be holy, for I am holy."
Okay.
So it was holy apostles, holy prophets. God said, "Be holy," not
Okay.
Christianity. God said, "Be holy."
Well, Christianity is modeled after the person of Christ, and Christ is holy. So I'd like to be like this guy who's holy.
I mean, I'm not gonna use theology, none of that stuff.
Okay.
I read strictly the Bible.
I think you should try and work out where the Bible came from, like the group of people that, the group of people that gave you the text. You know, like the church.
Yeah, they just
Okay, I can't hear you, man. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. This ain't right, Bobby. Family. Embrace. Double R. Family. Embrace. Double R. Joke. This might be some British thing. Yeah, no, it is a British thing, to be fair. Yeah. Sig is not a gang. Stop the violence. Stop the crime. Jerome is not a gang. We gotta keep the jokes at minimum. Thank you for the super chats. Everyone that's been sending super chats, by the way, I really do appreciate you. Let me see. 38x4. Hello.
Yo.
Why do you have a watermelon on your screen?
Nah, I love watermelon, G.
I don't like watermelon, to be honest with you.
Alright, I just want to say one thing, yeah.
Okay.
I'm even a bit too butthurt to constructive criticism. The passive aggression is very clear.
Okay.
And as a fellow brother in Christ, you know, if you're representing, try ask Holy Spirit to guide you. You get me?
Shut up. Shut up. Oh, they're gonna say that I'm impious. No! Guys, I promise you, it was a joke, okay? It was a joke. He was trying to give constructive criticism. I'm sorry. I appreciate you, yes. I should stop being passive aggressive. Oh, he's Muslim. Bro, Okay. He's like the Jed Spence of Islamic debaters then. Weird, I can't lie. Yeah, I don't know, man. He came up. Hey, can you prove Islamic Apex that Christianity is the one and only true religion? Can I prove Islamic Apex? No. Let him go and sell peptides, man. I swear that's what he was on. That's him, innit? Alright, Mars Smith, hello.
Yo, what's good?
I'm okay.
I wanted to ask about
Are you
uh
Christian?
yes, I am.
What are
I'm an
you?
East. Oh, are we only on topic
Oh yeah, because
on
obviously
the
you're not gonna come and tell me,
Islamic?
oh Jerome,
All
the
right,
way
yeah.
that you preach Christianity is bad because I don't know, you debate or something. I don't know.
Okay, then never mind. I was gonna ask about some patristic quotes, but
You might as well go
if
ahead.
the if okay, they are. Let's see. They are very long, I think. Or
Actually,
maybe not. All right, this one's pretty short.
okay,
This is from, I believe, yeah, it's Gregory of Nyssa
okay,
against Eunomius.
yeah, you
So
know
it
me. It's
says
okay.
here, this is to prove filioque, I guess. I'm not Catholic, but this is
Oh
just like
wow.
a
Well,
few
if this the
questions.
interdenominational stuff, come to the Discord server and message me the question.
I'm in your Discord server. I
Are
am.
you?
Do you have a question thing? Yes.
Yes, we have a
Yeah, I
questions
was
channel,
talking
bro. We
about
got a
cleave
questions
to
tab, man.
antiquity.
What?
There is? Where? Let me ask. Oh
What
yeah,
do you
I
say
was
when you
talking about
say
in
you
this.
just said cleave to antiquity for no reason? I don't. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying, oh yeah, I was talking about cleave to antiquity in your chat. I don't know if you saw that, but he
Yeah,
talked
I
about
don't really check
you on.
my chat too much. I let Father Dorotheus and the other priests sort of handle whatever they want to handle.
Okay.
You know, because we have priests in
Is
our
it
servers,
only?
so
Yes, I see that. Do you only have ask clergy or?
yeah, we have an ask clergy panel if you want to like ask priests specifically. But I usually reserve
Yeah,
those for like purely pastoral questions. If those are just like
yeah,
academic
I know.
questions, then anyone
Where's
that's an
the
academic can answer. But like,
where's the patristic section or like questions about theology, so on and so forth?
no, literally just general questions, and because our whole server is a theology server anyway, so if it's just you just put it in questions, and then
Okay.
anyone you open a ticket, and basically an entire dialogue will just sort of ensue because people start talking about it.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. God bless.
All good, man. Love you, love you. Keep praying for me, okay? He left too early, but yeah, keep praying for me. Good guy. Let me see. Prove apostolic succession. No, I can't prove it. I just assume it to be true. Okay, we gotta move on to the next guy, man. N6 with the 8 roses. N6, let's go. I used to watch N6 videos all the time. I still watch N6 videos. David Jolly. All right, David, what's up, man? Please. Hello.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Hey, I sent you 5 because I support the grift. I was asking a question earlier.
Go on. What's the question you
We
want to ask?
support out here.
We support it, man.
You were explaining earlier to the guest before, like 2 guests before, about the
Yeah.
difference between hell and the word prison in there.
Yeah.
Would
yeah,
you
yeah.
mind completing that so that I can see it? I'm very curious about that.
So basically, okay, in the Orthodox Church, and I love this. Okay, the Orthodox Church has like multiple words for different things. We try to be as accurate as possible. When we say hell in English, we usually mean a place of torment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when we see English translations that say the word hell and the fathers, we might think that the fathers are saying a really, really like nasty view. Good example, yeah. People that do not have the baptismal grace of God go to hell. You will hear this all the time, and that applies to babies, for example, like infants, right? And we will think as Orthodox Christians, especially coming in, that, oh my gosh, we believe babies go to hell because we think hell means this place of torture and, extraneous punishment, right? But for the fathers of the church, there are so many different words that could be translated into English for hell. One of them is Tartarus, which is the actual place of punishment and torment and blah, The other one is Hades or Hades. You will hear that all the time by your English priest. They'll say Hades, Hades. Christ went down to Hades, harrowing of Hades, right? Hades was a place that souls would go to as a sort of waiting place or prison, as it were. They were basically kept on hold because they couldn't go to heaven until the coming and advent of the gospel in their lives. This is where Christ goes. He goes to Hades. So If you look at the English liturgy books, you will see that it says Christ was in hell for 3 days. But if you actually look at the Greek text that's right next to the English, it says Adi, Hades. So you will never
I don't
see
mean.
Tartarus.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you. What I was gonna ask
Sorry.
you is, could you show that in the verse, with using the Greek, if that's possible?
Pardon?
Could you? Is there like an example that you can show in the Bible that represents that in the Greek?
Oh, of Hades? Yeah, I could. So a good example is like what this Muslim tried to bring up against us, right? Which is this specific word in 1 Peter 3, which is philagi, okay? And philagi specifically means a prison, okay? Like a prison. Now, you will also look at, if I can actually get this. Here you go. Christ once for sin suffered the righteous for the unrighteous that he might bring God to put us into death. And then it then says that Christ goes down and he proclaims the Spirit, the gospel to the people, en philagi. Okay? In prison.
hold on. What verse is that? Let me.
1 Peter 3, verse 9.
Verse 9. Okay. I'm pulling it. And tell me.
Yeah.
9 to you. Blessing. Not repaying evil for evil or insult. On the contrary, how a blessing that do you this. Wait, 1 Peter 3 verse 19?
Yes, sir. In which into also the spirit, the souls in the prison he went. Right?
I got you. I see it now. Philagi.
Philagi, right? So that's another word that means hell, but it's just in this context that means hell. It's just the prison. Okay? Now, you will notice another verse that people can like often pull up is actually the book of Acts. Right? Where the Apostle Peter is giving his famous divine sermon. And he says that Christ was not abandoned to Hades. So he wasn't left there, you see. You look at the word here. You see that right there?
Wait, that's verse 33.
This is verse 31. So Acts chapter 2, verse 31, it specifically says that he was neither abandoned onto Hades. So basically left with no hope of return.
Gotcha. Soul in hell.
So,
and I see the
or the
other,
and katalifthi, right? And katalifthi is adin. So he was neither abandoned. That he was neither abandoned to Hades. And that's the word for hell. You see that there? And it's the realm of the dead, hell, the grave, hell. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the words in the Greek concordance
now, and you can see it all now.
Yeah.
And then you will have the word Tartaros, which literally means Gehenna or like real bad hellfire. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Could you show me a verse that has that?
That has Gehenna in it. I'm sure I'm sure I could just go verses that have Tartaros in it. Just the Bible verse that has Tartarus in it. Probably, actually, I could probably find one in 2 Peter. If I go to 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4, it appears again. So in 2 Peter 2, verse 4.
If indeed God, the angels have sinned.
Yeah. If indeed God, the angels have been sinned, not spared in chains of gloomy darkness, having cast them in the deepest abyss. Right? Totarosas.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, and I see the difference between the three words. To be confined to hell compared to like it being like a prison or it being the realm of the dead. I see it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Hopefully that helps.
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you very much.
All good, brother. Take care.
Oh yeah, that helped a lot. I understand it.
You understand it now. That's good to hear. Take care, yeah. Love you, man. So I quite early, guys. Want to keep it pushing. Thank you for the 20. Aisha is saved. Says Wesh. Thank you very, very, very much. Lol Kremlin J. Jude, I'm sure. No. Nobody cares about Kremlin J's opinion. Stop calling J Dyer Kremlin, please, yeah? He's an Orthodox Christian. Leave him alone. In this chat, there shall be no slander of any Orthodox Christian. Thank you. or even a heterodox Christian. If you're a Christian, we're not slandering you. Malik, hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Right. I just have a question. That's all. Like just about Christianity.
Are you
Like I'm
Muslim?
just yeah, I am.
How old are you?
I'm just 18.
Okay, continue.
Right. I'm a bit confused about how I know you believe like Jesus is the Son of God, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you guys direct your prayer towards the Son instead of the Father.
So we don't just direct our prayers to the Son instead of the Father. There are multiple prayers of the Orthodox Church where we direct it to each one of the three persons.
Right. But you guys always say that Jesus is God. Like I don't really hear a lot of just like, oh yeah, let's appreciate the Father and the Son. I just hear the Son.
So I will tell you this, right?
Mhm.
Why do you, as a Muslim, focus a lot on Muhammad being a prophet of God rather, and listen to this, rather than David being a prophet of God? Dawood.
Because we believe that Prophet Muhammad is like he's kind of the seal for Islam. Like he's the final prophet, and he kind of like, because the Quran was like revealed to him, right? And he was like kind of passing down Islam and kind of made it like the finalized bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, we see that Jesus Christ finishes all of the law and the prophets, and not just that, but he recapitulates the three intense offices of prophet, priest, and king in his own person. He's so vital to the gospel, so that's why we focus on Christ. But I mean to say that as a Muslim, right, you believe that obviously, like, you know, let's say Isa is a prophet, but you don't focus on Isa being a prophet because nobody objects to it.
We know his story
Yeah,
and
but-
what he
but-
like passed down, because
but-
like the prophets have their similar stories and how they teach it, of course.
But nobody goes and says, oh, how do you know Suleiman was a prophet? Or how do you know Musa was a prophet? You just assume, oh yeah, he is a prophet, right?
No, we do.
Right. So what
We
you're
do.
talking about, are you talking about just Christians praying to God and praying to Christ and talking about Christ? Or are you talking about the fact that we go around
No,
saying
I'm-
Jesus is God, Jesus is God?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like kind
that
of
one.
a bit of both.
The
Kind of
same.
a bit of both.
Right. So we responded to the first one because of how important he is to the salvific message. The second one that we're talking about now is about the fact that with the person of Christ, no one objects to the Father being God. If I say God the Father is God, you're going to be like, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we believe in the same God. Right, cool. But it's because we disagree about the Son being God. So we have to defend that. You see?
Right.
So I wouldn't spend so much time saying Jesus is God if everyone believes it already. It's beautiful. And I would probably just make videos about how beautiful Christ's divinity is. But we also have the context of knowing that people believe that Christ is not God.
Right.
So
But what
we know that
confuses
people
me-
object to Christ being
Sorry.
God, so we have to defend that.
Sorry. It's just it kind of sorry, that was my cat.
All good.
What that it kind of confuses me how he prays down to God. So how would he be praying to himself? Do you kind of get the confusion about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But we don't think that Jesus and the Father are the same person. So we think they're different
But you
persons.
believe they're God.
Okay, yes, because God means having a nature. It's what you are, not who you are. So who Jesus Christ is the person that came and saved us, right? What he is God and human. So this one person, who he is, talks to this other person, the Father, and sometimes he does that through the form of pure prayer.
Right. Wait, so you just said that it's a God and a human. How can God be human?
Well, number one, Allah can do whatever he wants. Number two, good, that's
I'm
pretty
just
much it.
talking in the Christianity sense.
In the Christianity
I'm just
sense
talking
is that,
practically.
so for us, right, so think of it in this way, yeah? And this is why we believe in it, okay? Let's say we have let's say we have two kings. King number one is a really powerful ruler. Everyone respects him. Everyone loves him, yeah? Really, really just, gives gifts to everyone. And this guy comes around and he says, you know what? I'm actually really, really strong. Far be it from me to ever die. Ew, that's disgusting. It's beneath me to die. It doesn't befit my majesty to die. I hate this. You'd say that's a pretty terrifying king, wouldn't you? Like, damn, he's so strong, he doesn't
A
actually
bit weird.
want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful, right? Okay, let me give you king number 2. King number 2
Okay.
is also a really, really cool king. Really benevolent, loves everybody. Really, really good. Okay? King number 2 says, okay, yeah, I'm pretty strong. But then he notices over there that there's this one thing that keeps taking his people from him, and it's death. Death keeps just taking people,
Okay.
taking people, taking people. And he looks at the situation, he's like, okay, I'm stronger than this thing. But the only way that
the king is stronger than death.
than death, right?
Sorry.
The king is stronger than
Okay.
death. And he says, okay, cool. In order for me to beat this thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to death, allow death to try his best onto me so he can take me in his power, right? And I'm just going to overpower it and come back.
Okay.
And because I've done that, I've conquered death and I can never die again. So which king is more terrifying? The first one, who doesn't want to die, or the second one, who dies, comes back, and is more powerful than death?
The second one.
Second guy, that's our God. See that? Like, Jesus Christ knows that we are under the power of death, and he knows, okay, in order for me to release my people who I love from this power that they can't control, I need to take that on. So I undergo that power, I defeat it, and I come back and I share the profits with everyone.
Right. Can I ask you another question? Can God die?
Death doesn't mean that you stop existing.
No. Like, be serious.
Yeah.
Can God
I
die?
don't think
Like
God can stop
himself?
existing, but what I believe is that if God, and you can walk with me here, yeah? Can God create a human being?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can he create a human nature?
What, like the soul of like the human?
He can create a soul, right?
Yeah.
Can he create a body?
Yeah.
Can he put those two things together?
Yeah, that's how you make a human.
Can he say, these two things that I put together, that's mine now? No one else's. It's not another person. It's me. That's mine. Could he do that?
But why would? But why would he lower himself to be human?
Remember, we're talking about whether he can, not the reason why.
Right.
I'll talk about the reason why, I promise you, sister. But I want to talk about whether he can, right?
Whether he can turn himself into human.
Not that he's turning himself. He's already created this body and this soul. He still remains a God. He's still here, okay? He's just created this thing, and he's now saying, that's mine. I own this. Yes? I own this.
But isn't that just making another human? Instead of him just becoming that.
So when we say that Christ became a man, we're saying that he had a human body and a human soul, and he united himself to that. That's the same thing I just explained here. Allah possesses this thing and says, this is mine and no one else's. It's not another human, it's me, okay? And then he says...
Allah never said that.
I'm saying he can, not that he does or that he wants to. I'm saying he could if he willed. He could. He did not will. He did not will. He did not will. But he could if he willed. He could. Okay?
Right.
So, God can do it. So now we've said that God can be a man. He hasn't stopped being God. He's just had this thing
I disagree.
now.
I disagree. And let me explain.
And when you explain, don't explain why would God do it or God didn't do it. Explain why he can't. He doesn't have the power to. Why can't he?
No, it's not that he doesn't have the power to. It's just because like us humans.
So then he can.
No, wait, let me finish. It's because us humans, we do faults. And we believe that God is like perfect.
I believe that Christ is perfect too.
He wasn't perfect though.
Yes, he was. Christ is sinless. Even under Islam, the Asma of the prophets. Okay, the prophets are sinless, right? They never sinned. They never did anything wrong.
Yeah, he is a prophet.
Okay, so Christ never did anything wrong. He didn't sin. He was perfect. Now, again, right? We believe in Christianity that we were created in perfection. Sorry, go on.
But you can't be built in perfection, though. Like, it's just part of human nature to have flaws and good stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I understand what you mean,
so that's
but
why
that's the case.
Hmm.
That's the case now, not before.
No.
In the beginning, we were perfect.
No, it's always been there.
Okay, so
Even
what?
with Adam and Eve,
They weren't
had
perfect.
flaws.
Okay, so this is the problem in
Yeah,
Christianity.
they were created perfect.
So in heaven,
Sorry.
in
Not
Jannah, are there any flaws in Jannah?
No.
In paradise? Okay, so the humans that are in paradise, do they have any more flaws?
No, they wasn't in. Oh, sorry. You just kind of okay.
No, but there
So
you go.
no,
See?
they wasn't in the paradise. They wasn't in paradise. They were on Earth.
Adam and
weren't they?
Eve were in the paradise, and then they get kicked down to Earth.
Yeah.
So they were in paradise. The point is,
Right.
there are
But
humans.
they were made human.
Right. Well, no, they were human to begin with. They weren't angels. They were humans the whole time.
Exactly. So wait. Angels. Okay. Do you know Islam? So I don't have to like
Sure.
kind of. Yeah. So like we believe angels, they are perfect because they literally obey Allah on anything.
Yes.
So this is the difference.
It's not
The
the difference.
humans that were made, even though they were no, they are though.
They're not.
are. You believe Adam and Eve were human, but they were in
Yes.
paradise.
Yes.
Right? They had something wrong with them. Even though they were in paradise,
No.
they were made human. They were made of dirt.
They didn't have anything wrong with them.
Angels were made of light.
Dirt's not bad. That's Manichaeanism. So there's a ancient Christian heresy called Manichaeanism, which says that all material things are bad. Just because Adam was made from dust doesn't make Adam bad. What makes Adam bad is if he sins and goes against God, which he hadn't done yet. So he wasn't bad.
No, he was bad when he was tempted by the devil to
What
go
about
against
before
God,
he was tempted?
He was fine.
So he was
And
perfect,
Allah
right?
instructed him not to do it.
So then Adam was perfect.
I don't believe he was because human nature there's flaws and
think. Before he does flaws,
because
he's
Allah,
perfect.
Wait.
Before the flaws. So Allah creates Adam from the clay. And then when he creates Adam from the clay, he tells the creation to prostrate to Adam. And Iblis says no. And Iblis now tries to tempt Adam after. Before Iblis becomes the shaitan and tempts Adam, did Adam do anything wrong?
Before. Yeah, no.
So he was perfect, right? Before the temptation, he was perfect. He hadn't done anything wrong. That's why he was in the paradise. And that's why Allah said you can stay here so long as you don't disobey, because you're perfect. But if Allah made us imperfect, then he made us with a skill issue.
Right. Well, not really with a skill issue, because being part human is literally like being a human. Actually, not even part of a human. Just
right
being a human
now.
is having flaws.
Yes.
Okay,
Do you have flaws? Okay, so when you go to paradise, when you're with Allah Azza wa Jal in paradise, will you have any flaws?
No.
So human beings in the future will be perfect.
Sorry?
So that means in the future, human beings like you will be perfect.
How?
In the future, because you just said you would have no flaws. If you have no flaws, you're perfect, right?
Yeah, in Jannah, because I would have died, and then I would have been judged, and then I don't know what my judgment day will be like.
Sure. Assuming you go to Jannah, okay? Inshallah, you go to Jannah, so you're perfect. Oh, good.
I would be perfect, but
that's what I'm saying.
I can't say that for anyone else in the future.
So, okay, but what about the Prophet Muhammad? Is he perfect?
Yeah, he was.
So was he perfect on earth?
Well, I don't know, to be honest, because I can't say. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you. Number one, you got to read up, okay, on Islam. Okay, it's so important because it's a lot of stuff, and it's a beautiful thing when you read into it because you become Christian.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, go on.
Can I be honest? We was talking about Christianity.
Yeah.
But then you did switch to Islam.
I didn't switch to Islam.
You did, brother. And I'm trying to be honest with you. Okay. And I literally said at the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, let's just focus on Christianity.
I'm trying
right
to
now
focus on Christianity. Well, number one, the reason why you said is why can God die? Okay. So I then said he can.
No, I said,
and the minute you said,
believe?
I said, you said yes, and then I said he could. You then said I disagree. I then laid out all the things that God would need to do in order for him to be able to die. And you said yes. And then I said, okay, so he dies. You were like, no, I disagree. And I was like, why? Here's what you said. He would never do it. And Humans are imperfect.
Because
Do you
he's
know what I
not
mean?
imperfect.
And then I said,
Yeah.
no, human beings are perfect. They were perfect in the beginning. They might not be perfect now, but in the beginning they were, and at the end they will be. And you were like, no, because
Right.
even Adam himself. So then I said, Adam, even in the beginning, he was perfect before he sinned. You were like, no, he was still imperfect.
But I wanted
And I
to
was
I
like,
wanted to
no.
mention how sorry.
So this is what I'm
I
saying. I
just
didn't
wanted to
move to
mention
Islam. I didn't. I believe in Adam. I'm a
we
Christian.
flipped it to that. Yeah, I know you're a Christian.
So
And you kinda
if you want
you
to go from
flipped
my
it and we're
Bible,
kinda going with the move. What?
do you want to go by my Bible then? Because my Bible says Adam was created good by God. He was created perfect.
Right. And that's the because I just wanted to ask about who you worship, but then we kind of just got into the
Yeah, and I
conversation. So yeah,
told
we
you
can
I
just
worship the
focus on
Trinity. I
Christianity.
worship the
Right.
Father in the Son, right?
Mm-hmm.
I worship the Father through the Son in the Holy Spirit.
Right.
That's
Wait,
who I
what? Sorry,
worship.
what's the Holy Spirit? I am
The
trying to
Spirit of
understand.
God is the third spirit, third spirit, is the third person of the Holy Trinity. He is the Lord and the giver of life who proceeds from the Father, who together with the Father and the Son is worshipped and glorified. He spoke through the prophets.
But isn't that just the Father and the Son? Because don't they
No.
have the Holy Spirit?
So
So they
the
they
Holy
don't
Spirit
have the
proceeds
Holy.
from the Father. That person proceeds from the Father, okay? And the Holy Spirit
Okay.
magnifies the person of the Son. Now, that
Okay.
said, though, and this is important, that said,
Mhm.
when we talk about sometimes, attributing actions to some of the divine persons, all of them do the same things, but sometimes we signify different things. So we talk about the Father as creator and the Son as redeemer and the Spirit as the giver of life. So we say the Holy Spirit spoke through the mouth of the prophets. Like when we see in the Bible that it says the Spirit of God is upon me, that's the Holy Spirit.
Mhm.
Okay?
So that's what it's meant by the Holy Spirit to give
Yes.
life.
The giver of life, the person that gives life, and he's the third person that
Mhm.
proceeds from the Father.
Okay. Okay. So it's just the Father.
What? It's not the Father. He proceeds from, he comes forth from.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not the Father, he comes forth from him.
Wait, sorry, I'm not really understanding. Sorry.
Okay. I think it's pretty clear that there's some issues here because when
No,
I
I
tried to
just
explain to you,
right.
you also didn't understand about human beings being perfect before they sin. So it's
No,
very
I
hard for me
told
to
you
gauge.
because even Allah said that He knew the creation of humans was to be imperfect.
So Allah
So
created
that's
human
why I
beings
disagree.
so that they
So
sin, so that they can go to hell.
no, it's not about that. Because He knew the human spirit is to be not perfect. That's
What?
what it
Okay,
is.
so
And to
then if the
repent.
human
That's kind of
being,
how like
could
that's
you
kind of
show
like how you
me?
guys believe. That's sorry. That's kind of like how you guys believe when you sin, you should go to Jesus and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry that I did that," and then be forgiven, right?
No, that's not what we believe. We believe
But don't
specifically.
you?
We don't.
Mm-hmm.
We don't believe this. Like, I'm an Orthodox Christian. Okay, miss. Like, I'm trying to explain to you that when it
Okay.
comes to when it comes to Christian beliefs, yeah, we
Right.
believe very specifically that we were perfect. So Christians, just Christians, okay, Christians, we were perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about the Quran. I'm not moving to Islam. This is Christianity now.
Okay.
We were perfect. God made us perfect because He wants us to be in union with Him. That's why we have the good things we do. Unfortunately, we sinned because we have free will. And the consequences of that sin spread to all of humanity. Christ came to fix that mistake. He came to
Mm-hmm.
remove those bad conditions from us. So by
Right.
being a human, He removes our bad
Mm-hmm.
conditions. He purifies our human condition, our human nature. So now, by being united with Christ, we can take on His human nature, and now we can go to heaven and enjoy communion with God again.
Wait. So when you mean by like at first being union with God, does that mean you're on the same level as Him, or like being part of the community? Like.
I mean, to some degree, we were we were part of the community. Now, what we're
Okay.
saying also is that naturally we were made equal with God in. Actually, I'm just not even going to explain that part to you because you won't understand it. Just it's enough for you to understand that humanity and God were like this, like we were boys, and then we weren't boys anymore, and Christ makes us boys again. That's it.
Right. Wait, so what do you mean by close together? Like, oh yeah, we were under God, then we sinned, and then we kind of separated.
We separated from God.
How?
We separated from God by going to our own desires. We chased other things that we thought were good. And because we chased those other things we thought were good, we were hurt as a result. Because our will was made for none other than to be focused on God at all times.
Right. But that doesn't mean we were separated from God.
Yes, it means we were separated
Like
from
God
God's love.
was still there.
Yeah, God's still there,
Do you
but we aren't
understand
with
me?
him.
Mm.
Like, for
Like
example,
we wasn't thinking
when a
of him.
yeah, it's not even that we're not thinking of him, but like, let's say you have a best friend, yeah? Well, actually, you have a talking. Have you ever had a talking stage before? You're 18.
The talking stage.
A talking stage.
What with the guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. When you were doing that talking stage, you man were close, yes?
Sort of, yeah.
You were getting closer.
Yeah.
And then when the talking stage ended and you weren't in a relationship, you went your separate way. Or he went away from you.
What, like after we stopped?
Yeah. You're not in contact anymore. That's the point. So he's probably probably focusing on other things and you're probably focusing on other things as well. And you know, you're doing your own thing, you're chilling, whatever, but you're not with him. You're not in communion with him. That's the similar way that we had our relationship with God. So we were boys, we were in communion, we were in dialogue, we were in step, he was giving us his energies, his divine grace and love and glory and mercy, and we were accepting it. We were like, cool, this is great. We love you, God. And then we turned away from that. So then we couldn't access those things anymore.
But was God still there, like spiritually? Like, was he still looking over us?
Yeah, he's still
even
looking
when
over.
we were
He's still
sinning?
looking over us because he wants us to have a way back. But just because he's looking over us providentially and he loves us and he cares for mankind, he's a good God who loves mankind. Just because he's a good God that loves mankind, philanthropos, he can't force us to love him back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
That part I agree with.
So that's why we're separate from God in that way. We're not separate from God in every sense because we're all connected to God because in him we live and move and have our being. We're only able to exist because of God. But just because we exist because of God's love does not mean that we have God's love in the most intense way, in the most beautiful way.
Because everyone has their own different experience.
Everyone has their own different experience. And more importantly, people choose to reject his love. And a loving God wouldn't be loving if he forces love on you.
I agree with you on that one. I do agree.
Yeah. So what I'd recommend...
But I don't... Sorry.
It's okay.
I just don't believe Christianity is true. You can stick to your beliefs. That's okay. I just came up here to ask you a question, and you can laugh, smirk, whatever you want. I don't care. I just wanted to ask you that question because it has been on my mind.
Just smiled.
It has been on my mind, and I just wanted to ask a Christian that. So good day, brother. Okay,
Appreciate
stay
you, man.
safe.
Yeah, I hope
appreciate you
that
too.
helped. It's alright, man. Hope that helped. But yeah, take care, man. I smiled, bro. I don't understand why he was like that. Okay. 2819 church. All right, let me see if there's anyone on the StreamYard. Zechariah Moore, hello. Zechariah Moore, hello. Oh. That's okay. We'll kick him. Okay. HZO10.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to ask you, why do you believe in the Trinity?
I believe in the Trinity because I believe that's what Christ revealed, the apostles taught, and the fathers kept.
So you're saying that's what Jesus taught.
That's what he revealed, yeah.
What about, like, you know, in the first I think 200 years, I can't remember if it was the Romans or who it was, but it was divided into sections, innit? Half of the people thought he was a prophet and half of the people thought he was a god. So what's your take on that?
The church has always believed that Christ is God. You have some people that believe that he wasn't. That doesn't mean that everyone did. And that doesn't even mean that half of them did.
No, because I have a few friends that think he's a prophet, but they're Christian.
I don't care. If those
And
friends, that's like saying I have a couple Muslims that believe that Imam Ali, is the actual successor of the Prophet instead of Abu Bakr. That doesn't mean that they're right, does it?
you got a point.
Yeah.
All right, I mean that's all I wanted to ask. But,
I appreciate you, man. Take care, yeah?
No problem. Bye bye.
All right, love. Love for that. Love for that. Love for that. Love for that. You know I'd never let you run my son. I love for that. Love for that. Love for that. Love for that. You know I'd never let you run my son. All right. Hello.
Hi, you're right.
Okay.
So obviously you're a Christian, but I've recently found a massive
One
flaw.
second. Just want to read the super chat. New to the channel, found you on X, but I think I heard about you from Elijah or Light. You just came into the church, right? Anyways, God bless. Now I've been in the church for some time. All right, continue, my friend. Sorry for muting you, man.
Oh, sorry. God and Allah, they operate in very similar ways. So they create people in the image of, God or Allah. But for now, I'm just going to say God because it's shorter. So
Okay.
God is creating everyone in his image, and God knows past, present, and future.
I guess
Yes,
so.
he gives people free will.
Okay.
But he knows the future, so he knows while you're creating him. While he's creating you, that he won't damn you exactly, but he will leave you behind from paradise, where you will be with the devil, or in the Quran, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's still
Muslim.
a massive flaw.
I'm Christian.
It's just a flaw.
How is that a flaw?
See.
Why is it a flaw?
Because how is it fair that God is creating a life? I mean, he's making this, he's creating a life, and then he knows that in this life, this person will not choose him. So he's creating a life just to send it to, not to bring it to paradise. And I find that horrible for a God to do, because he doesn't have to create that life.
Okay.
He doesn't have to make it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. Have you ever complained about a good thing that you received that you didn't work for?
Yes.
When?
I know where you're going with this.
When?
Wait. Oh no. Sorry. I meant no. Sorry. I meant no.
No. Why don't you complain? It wasn't just for you to receive this good thing that you didn't work for, that you didn't get to consent to.
But you think that life is just good?
No, I'm asking you. Any good thing that you've ever received, ever, doesn't have to just be life, just any good thing. You've never complained about it if you received it without consent.
Well, of course.
Okay, so why aren't you complaining about those things?
Well, I mean, I do. Well, sorry, I don't actually. Sorry, I really don't understand the point here.
You're complaining about this thing that you didn't get to choose. The idea is, right, that God knows what you're going to do, and essentially it's really cruel because you don't actually get to choose anything of otherwise, right? You are stuck to this really bad fate, and it's really horrible that you're going there.
But I know. The future is set, and we know
the
it's set.
The future is set, that we know it's set because God knows what you're going to do, because he knows past, present, and future. And because he knows what you're going to choose, he knows that you're going to choose to be away from him. And so that's really horrible.
Not even that. I was going to say the theory of relativity is scientifically proven. We know time is, we're just experiencing time.
Time is relative, and we're just experiencing time. God knows past, present, and future.
Disrespectful Christian. Fucking hell.
I'm not disrespectful. Oh, okay. He just rages. Bro. I asked him very simply, why do you not complain about the good things that God gives you, but you only complain about the bad things, perceived bad things? Brother left. That's why sometimes, man, atheists just sound hurt, man. Not all atheists, by the way. A lot of atheists are very intelligent, very verbose in their language, but Mbappe's bashful, bro. For example, nothing. All right, Afghan Psycho. Hello.
So, what would you say? Would you say that the definition of unaliving is losing control over bodily functions and the soul separating from the body?
I don't think it's the second. I don't think it's the first part.
Why not?
Because if you lose your bodily functions, you could still be alive. Like if you're in a coma.
So
like
if you
a severe
permanently
coma.
lose,
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're dead, because you could be kept alive by a life support machine.
no. So that's why I said both of them together, right? I'm not saying it's just that.
I
I'm saying
think
it's
that
both.
someone could still have bodily functions, but have your body and soul separated.
No, that's why I'm saying permanent cease of bodily functions with the soul removed.
I don't think that the first part's necessary.
So when I unalive,
Yeah.
do I have control over my body?
I think that the definition is different from a possible effect of being unalived. So if my body and soul separates, very likely you could also lose all bodily functions. But if by bodily functions you mean things that I would do with my body, yeah. But that's just an effect of death. I don't think that's the definition of death. And you can say death because you're not being unalived. Unalive means that someone, you.
Oh, I was just saying that for TikTok.
That's fine. You can say death. I don't care.
Oh, okay. Wait, but like I'm not understanding why can't we define it as losing control of your bodily functions?
Because then the critique isn't internal. Then we'd have to sit here and ask as to why I should take your definition. That's external to my views.
But I'm just thinking, why would you not agree with that?
Because I don't think that it's necessary in order to have death. When you have a definition, you basically give a list of criteria to put in a box. And you say, these are the things that we need to put inside this box. When you say your definition of death is this thing plus this thing, that means both of these things have to be true in order for someone to be properly considered dead. But if I show an example or a case or something, or counter-argument, that demonstrates one of those definitions not being the case, but we would still consider that person dead, it's either a borderline case, which doesn't help, or that's not necessary to the definition of putting it in the box.
Okay, so we'll just go with your definition, I guess.
Body-soul separation.
Yeah, so Jesus is God, so he must have the attributes of sustaining everything and having control over everything, correct?
I agree with that, yeah.
Okay. So when he
Providence,
was when he was unalived, right?
Yeah.
Did he have control over his physical body?
Yes.
So he could move his body and he could breathe, and when he was unalived.
When he was unalived, he could have control over his body. But control
So I'm
over your
asking,
body
when
doesn't
he-
mean that he can do, that he would do rather, all these kinds of different things.
I'm not asking what he would do. I'm saying, could he breathe when he was unalived?
If by breathe you just mean the general scientific thing, yes. You don't need animation to do that. You don't need
Dude.
animation to do that.
Could he move his hand when he was unalived?
Yes.
Bro, are you kidding me?
The person of Christ isn't in
The soul is
physical
removed,
body.
though.
Yes, because the person of Christ is like, just walk with me for a second, okay? If the person of Christ is out time or whatever, he can still manipulate his physical body. I don't see how that's an issue. What are you asking me here? Like I'm a Christian. I literally believe that God has providence over everything. If Christ wanted to like wiggle his finger like this by providence, he could. Why wouldn't he be able to do that? Another example.
Then he would.
I'll give
that
you
would
an
make
example.
him alive then.
No, it wouldn't. Why would it make him alive? I'll give you an example. Do you know what a relic is?
Yes.
What's a relic?
It's like an antique.
No.
No?
Theologically, what's a relic?
I don't know.
Okay, so I don't know who you are. What should I call you?
AG.
AG. Okay, look, man. A relic is a holy object that's connected and attributed to a saint or a holy person. Okay? Now, saints are able to demonstrate their power and command over their bodies by using relics. You want to give a good example? In the Bible, Elisha dies. He's separated from his body. You understand? Right?
Mm-hmm.
As they're carrying his body in the funeral procession, someone is also having another funeral procession crossing this way. Okay? And what happens is both of these bodies touch. The other guy's body springs back to life because it touched Elisha's body. Now, Elisha did that. Now, he isn't alive. He's still dead, right? But he still has some mastery over his body. Now, for Christ, because he's perfect, it's just more extreme.
Wait, so you're saying Elijah
Elisha, not
had the
Elijah.
power, basically?
Elisha.
Okay. Elisha had the power when he was
Yes, he had
dead.
control over his body. That's what relics are. So relics are ways physically that saints who are no longer physically connected to their bodies because of that metaphysical union between body and soul to be able to still manipulate the world around them
What's a
with their
saint?
bodies. A saint?
What's a saint?
A saint is a holy person of God and someone that has seen the
Like a
uncreated light.
prophet?
A prophet can
So
be a
a
saint.
prophet.
Yeah, prophets can be saints, but we can also have saints that aren't prophets, like apostles or normal people. Good example, yesterday, the Orthodox Church celebrated the memory of Saint Paisios the Athonite. And when we buried him, his rason, so his clerical clothing, is a second grade, is a second grade relic. And if someone touches that rason, through the prayers of Saint Paisios, he could still help us today.
So if I was a saint, so wait, is there, depending on how good you are as a saint,
Yeah, if you
is
are
the actual question,
if you're a powerful saint, you can do more things. Some people, like Saint Paul, for example, was so powerful that he was able to generate second and third grade relics while he was still alive. So one time he was sweaty, he wiped his sweat with a handkerchief, he left it on the floor. Someone wanted to touch Paul to get healed, but touched the handkerchief by mistake and still got healed.
Okay.
So if you are connected with God, if you're so connected with Christ, in love with Christ, then yes, there are so many different things that Christ will allow you to do. Greater things than these you will do.
Okay, thank you.
So what's the point? What was the thing you were going to say?
I know, okay. I mean, that was it, I guess.
I don't think it was. I think you were going to say that death is cease of bodily functions, and when Christ died, he ceased bodily functions, but God can't.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like you're not going to agree with that definition.
No, and I don't think you have a reason to prove why the definition should be taken.
I mean, I feel like that's a perfect definition of death.
It's not perfect if you're making an internal critique. My definition of death allows for me to not have this one extra definition here. I think that loss of bodily function could be an effect of death. It's not the definition.
Well, even I'm still not understanding how he could move his, when I say move his body, I'm saying
grace.
that would.
He doesn't animate his body, if that's what you're asking. But
No,
animation is not part of your bodily function. Animation is the cause of your bodily functions or whatever.
I know. So I'm saying, when we're going based off your definition of the
just body soul separation.
Yeah. So I'm saying when the soul left his human body, right? I'm saying, was the divine spirit still in him, or
there's no divine, there's the divine spirit is connected. The divine spirit is connected to the person, and when we say the divine spirit, we mean the person of the Holy Spirit. You don't mean his human soul. His human soul was in Hades doing his thing, preaching the gospel.
So I have a question. So when he unalive, right? Was his divine spirit still in him, or was
Christ
it in
doesn't
heaven?
have a divine soul. He has a human soul. The divine person that's connected to both of these was still in heaven doing his thing, seeing over the world.
So wait, was he still divine when he was unalive?
Yes, because he still has a divine nature.
I'm not saying. I'm saying the actual body was still divine.
Yes, because it's connected to the person. The body itself isn't divine because it's connected to a human soul. The soul is human.
I thought the person was connected to the divine nature.
The person's connected to the divine nature and the human nature. And so all the elements of the human nature are connected to the divine person. So the body is connected to the person.
Before he even got a human nature.
Yes.
He still existed as a
divine person. But this is a completely different conversation now.
But I'm saying it's possible for him to just be a divine person too, right?
I mean, he was. a divine
So
person.
why could we
He
not
still
think
is.
that he
He is
was
still a
divine?
divine person only. He's not a divine and human person. He's still a divine person now. He just has a human nature now.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you wanna cut this conversation here?
Yeah.
All right. Take care, man.
Thank you, though.
Appreciate you. That's why I don't mess with Phil Bros, man, because that is the conversation. Yeah. Humbling, I know. All right, guys, we are going to go for another 30 minutes. Super chats are on, so I do appreciate all of the super chats. I appreciate all of the love. Let's keep going. Let's see who is on the StreamYard and see whether or not they can get something going. Chigozia John Paul. Chigozia John Paul, how are you?
Good evening.
How are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. What's up?
You're laughing. Yeah.
Okay, I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. So much sebum on your skin. What does that mean? Sebum? All right, Traveler 230. What is sebum? What is that? Hello?
What's up?
Oh, oily substance secreted by the sin sebaceous glands. Because I'm sweaty. No, not nice. I'm not sweaty. It's just sebum. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry about the sebum, guys. It's just my melanin glow. Hello.
What's up?
You came up on stage.
Oh yeah, my bad. You're an Orthodox Christian.
I try my best.
Yeah. Are you a
Are you Muslim?
Yeah.
What sect?
Sunny.
Okay. What's your aqidah?
Athari.
You're an Athari, okay. What's up?
Yeah. So are you a classical edition?
I'm so sorry. I can't hear anything you're saying, man. All I heard was classical revision. For the life of me, I couldn't work that out. On my life, I couldn't work that out. I'm so sorry. On my life. What was he trying to say? Oh, a classical logician. Okay, let's try again.
I said classical logician.
I mean, I like classical logic. What's the question?
No, I'm just like, you would adhere to that, right?
I mean, it's nice to utilize.
Okay, well, I'll take that as a yes. And
why would you take that as a yes? I don't have to be bound to it. Like, I'm not like even most logicians today are like non-classical logicians, right?
Well, that's because most philosophers are usually atheists.
Yeah, so they don't care.
Yeah, but we as theists would be classical logicians. Like, I don't know a single theist who's especially as a Christian. Like,
I mean, I know some in my circles, but they're all at uni. So
yeah, but it's like a fringe view. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm asking. Like, are you a
fringe for the
classical
online
or
space?
non-classical?
But I'm not gonna, deliberate on this too much. What's up?
Okay, that's fine. But do you at least accept modal logic?
Do I accept modal logic? Okay.
Yeah, the modal operators, like necessity, possibility.
Yes.
Okay. So my question is really, you affirm the omni properties are necessary to the divine essence.
Yeah.
And they would be communicated to each of the persons.
I think so. Well, not communicated through that, but sure.
Well,
each of the persons has them.
Yeah, because it's necessary to the divine essence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is this. The same way with the omni properties, the question is invoked regarding the hypostatic properties. Are they modally necessary to the divine essence or not to be considered God?
I am confused by the question because we're now talking about God criterias rather than whether the person has them.
Yeah, so of course, when we say something is God or someone is God, we obviously most of the time at least affirm the omni properties, like omnipotent.
Well, I don't know. Like someone like Cora would say, God is not.
No, she misspoke. I think she meant to say not omnipresent, but we can both agree on omniscience and omnipotence.
Okay.
I think that's
so. When you say the omni properties, do you mean every omni property, or do you only mean some?
for now. I think we can agree on just omniscience and omnipotence.
Do you think he's not omnipresent?
I mean, in knowledge, you could. I mean,
yeah, I guess. I mean, like his knowledge pervades.
Because like then that gets into the bit of like pantheism, like you know what I mean? Like, is he actually there or not there? So
well, no, pantheism is saying God it literally is everything. But
yeah, no. So like
that wouldn't be pantheism. That'd be like a very weak form if I would even accept the definition. But I don't think it's pantheism.
Yeah, but like it just gets like what do we mean by like?
Also, I think she said omnipotent. Actually, someone should get the clip up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, what's the point? What's the point for?
That,
okay, cool. So she was wrong, or she would like slipped up.
She misspoke.
Because you can't say she was wrong, can you?
Like that was obviously wrong. She just misspoke.
Yeah, so she was wrong.
Well, I mean, we all affirm God is all powerful, but
so she didn't say that. She said something different, man.
Wait, so like, is she infallible? Like she can make mistakes, okay?
Sure. Then say that she made a mistake. She was wrong.
Okay, yeah, it's been clarified. I think
No, I want you to say. I want you to say the words. I want you to say the words. She was wrong.
Okay, look, this is like irrelevant, bro.
It's not. I want you to say it. It's irrelevant. I will say it with you. I will say it with you.
All right, look. There's no point, dude. Like,
all right,
I'm trying to ask my question.
I want you to say it. You can't say it, bro. This is America. Sure, you can. Say. She was. Come on. This is America. Say it. Say the word you want to say. I will say it with you. Okay. I will say it with you because he knows. Both of you. Say it. Anyways, let's go. Omar the Giant TTM. It's probably my last guess. Yo.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing alright, man. Welcome on.
So, basically, like you as a Christian, pretty much saying that Jesus. So we was like cursed from what Adam and Eve did. So God sent Jesus down to remove that curse for humanity.
That's true.
Pretty much.
To remove the effects of it, yeah.
And anybody that rejects that is just not appreciating what God did for us.
Maybe, yeah.
Like pretty much.
Or maybe they just don't understand it. Some people just reject it for lack of knowledge. Doesn't mean that they can't appreciate it.
So why couldn't he do that without sacrificing or sending himself down or anything?
That's a very good question, actually. The reason why, well, number one, he can. God could just do that, but we're not saying that this is the only way that Christ could do it. We're saying that this is the method he chose. Like, say, for example, if I need to go to work, right? The fastest way for me to go to work would be a straight line. You understand? And maybe there is a straight line I could just take. But what if I want to take the scenic route? Sometimes it's fitting to take a different route because of the nature of the day, the nature of the people you want to save, the way in which you choose to save them. There could be any number of reasons that God could have chosen. Saying, why did God choose this salvific method is the equivalent of saying, why did God create the world at all? Why didn't God create 2 earths or 3 earths or 5 earths? Or one more human being than all the human beings that's going to be in this iteration of creation? This is the part where you respond. Yo, you need to... Please could I have the chance to come up. Awful cartoon. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
you're there. What's up?
Hi. I have sort of come on behalf of someone else.
Who's that?
And a Muslim friend of mine.
Who are you?
So, like my name or...
Yeah.
My name's Kevin. Nice to meet you.
Kevin, nice to meet you. Are you Muslim or Christian?
I'm a Christian.
Kevin, tell the
But
Muslim to come here himself.
well, I mean I hear you, but it's just I feel like I have a responsibility as someone that I call him my friend to study this and come forward to talk to him
Okay.
about this sort of thing.
Come to the
And
Discord
so
server
that's why.
because you have a personal vested interest. Come to the Discord server. I'll answer your questions there. Okay. We'll help you
Would
out.
this be on a call or over
Yeah.
text?
Well, we
Really?
can do both. We can do both. It doesn't matter.
I'd really appreciate that. How do I join the Discord?
Literally, the link is in my bio. Okay. Link is in my bio.
All right.
Just join it. Yeah. Okay.
So shall I leave my question for the time being then?
Yeah, leave it for the time being. We'll come and talk about it, okay? Don't tell me so then I don't have any prep time. All right.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, love and guidance, man. Now I'm seeing Descartes pictures. Anyone with Enlightenment philosophy pictures or early modern philosophy, I'm just not selecting you. You never liked me, bro. Red boat. I'm declining. Oh, but Jerome, why? Bro, he has a Descartes thing, bro. I'm not risking that. I want no parts of that, bro. It's just gonna take this to be the case. No, I'm kidding. Why are you scared of people who know philosophy? I'm scared of people who use Descartes as their PFP, bro. That's who I'm scared of. But I'm sure you can go and make a YouTube channel about how good you are at philosophy, bro, instead of ankle biting me. Let me see. Okay, we have no more guests, and we're trying to wrap up anyway. Am I not good at philosophy? No, I'm perfect at philosophy, bro. I'm the greatest of all time. How do you explain Jesus having two wills to someone? Well, you say that will is a faculty of nature because there's two wills. He has two natures. It's because he has two natures. He has two wills. And that's it. 23 minutes left of stream. Yeah. 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 Baby, come closer. You know, the thing that I've always realized as well is I think I'm at a level now where people for some reason want to ankle bite me. So they will make up things like, oh my gosh, Jerome's washed, or oh my gosh, Jerome's dishonest, or oh my gosh, Jerome's this and that. You do it. You make a channel, you talk, you do theology, do whatever you would like to do, and then see how good you do. Yeah, very simple. All right. Why else spam in Vienna? Who is that? He was a guy that I talked to a couple years ago. And then I asked him if he would like to talk privately, and then I messaged him privately, and then he never got back to me. And then months later, when I finally came back and I started making videos again, then he mysteriously wanted to talk to me again. Not him, actually, someone else. And I was like, no, because now I see that you just wanted clips, which is not honest. And I'm not about to platform someone's career because he's not able to do the hard work. Once he's streaming daily, every couple of days, we'll talk. We'll talk. Because you need to show commitment that you actually care about the people that you have a pastoral care over. Juventus Ronaldo was so sick. So good, dude. Juve Ronaldo was so good. Yo, am I going to the mountain? A monk has asked me to come to the mountain, but I'm scared. The monks there are clairvoyant, bro. The monks there are clairvoyant. And I don't want to have them expose my sins because I'll be honest, I'm a prideful man and I don't want them to know the sins that I do, even though they probably already do know. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very, very good. So
every day we eat good.
Yeah, we good.
Every day we eat good.
We good.
Stay blessed.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask, like, I'm inquiring into Eastern Orthodoxy, and I'm in New York, so like I wanted to ask, like, you got any tips? Cause
so there's a church from, I think the only church I know is Pastor Samuel Davis. Go to his one, and I know that a lot of people disagree with him, but if you want to change the culture, you gotta be the good people to go there. I think you should go. But yeah, there's churches in New York. Come to the Discord server. We'll get you set up, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Good,
where's the
man.
Discord server?
Discord server's in my bio, man. Every day we eat good. Stay blessed.
All right.
That was so cool, bro. Every day we eat good. Stay blessed. Feel me? Bro, we actually see Jay Boolin do crazy things on the internet, man. Jay Boolin's genuinely unaliving himself. The way that he's just eating himself into a stupor. Every day we eat good. Hello.
Sig, why are you scared of Joester in Vienna, dude?
Yay. I was so ready for it as well. Never. No free promo. They will work by hook or by crook. They will work. They will work by hook or by crook. Were we not in the trenches? Yes. They will work. Let them create channels. Let them get big. Then we'll talk. Because now it means that you're doing this for the love of the game. You're doing it for the love of the game. No, let them. Yeah, Shiesty Days. Well, was it not me when I was streaming to 9 viewers? Now I'm streaming to 209. You understand? Was it not me back in the day when no one was watching me? Now everyone's watching me. Now they want to talk. And I'm not even that big yet. Okay? Let's go. No free promo. Not on this channel. No free promo. So you were there. So you were there. We've seen who you are. Yeah. Because then I wanted to take myself seriously. I wanted to make sure that I'm doing this thing for the community and helping people, debating, dialoguing, and the more money we're able to raise from the channel, then the cooler videos that we can make and the bigger opportunities that we can push this community towards, the more we can help the church. Like, there's so many good things that we can do. Sig, I know you got doubts 2 years ago. No. What? That's so not true. That is so truly false. Anyways, Joester's argument. No, man. That I even addressed that with Dr. Chris Tweet, and he never added back, bro. Never added back. But yeah, that was a good time. That was a very good time. Do you need to pray to the saints? No. And he failed. Let him get his degree then. Let him get his degree. Alex Jones lost it debating sneaker. Did Author Miz just review the sneaker?
The Quran is a battle manual. You know what is a battle manual? Deuteronomy chapter 20.
Yo, I hate this, bro. This is what Islam does to the brain. Genuine question. What established nine in the moral age for a marriage to be consummated at? Yeah, I can't lie. That's mad. That is bad, bro. That is crazy. You made up a fake contract. There was no contract, bro. We just had like an agreement. And then he wanted to break the agreement. And I said no. Baby, come closer. Reminds me of that fat rabbi saying this almost verbatim. If Jesus Christ died, if God died, then he's not God. Is he? You see, guys, this is stupid theology. This is what they're saying, man. This is what they're saying. Okay. All right. You know what? John Doe. Watch it. Hello.
What's up, bro?
Nothing much. How you doing?
How you doing, bro? Ready to get big?
Sure, man.
Can you tell me how many gods died on the cross?
When you say God died on the cross, what do you mean?
Do you believe that God died on the cross?
Depends on what you mean.
Do you believe as a Christian?
I can say yes, but it means something specific.
Okay, what does it mean specific?
It means a divine person that has a human nature died on the cross.
Okay, can God die?
If he has a human nature, yeah.
But when he ascended in heaven in body and spirit, what do you say about that?
That he ascended in body and soul.
Okay, and the Father is in heaven too, right?
Yeah.
And Jesus is sitting in the right hand of the Father. Correct?
Yeah, it just means that he's exalted like the Father, but sure.
No problem, brother, no problem. But God doesn't change form, correct?
Yeah.
I see you smiling, smirking over there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you out, bro. I watch you all the time in Speaker's Corner. I seen you, bro.
Yeah.
So when Jesus ascended in body and spirit, and he ascended in the right hand of the Father, as you say,
yeah.
Did God's form change when he ascended in body and spirit?
No,
I don't know.
because it doesn't say that it changed in form.
He ascended in body and spirit.
Okay.
What
So
was the
just
form of God, if you claim is Jesus? What was his form before he ascended in body and spirit?
the same.
Or he was just a spirit?
He was not just a spirit. I don't know where you got that from.
That's my intellect, bro.
Your what?
I use like my own reasoning from what you believe. You could laugh all you want, bro.
I'm
You
not laughing.
know.
I'm serious. I'm not. It's not funny.
No, you laughing, bro. I see you laughing. You're alright, but I suggest, right, that you read the Gospel of Barnabas. Man, one day, man, may Allah guide you, bro. You're a cool dude, bro. You're cool.
Yeah,
I give you that.
I
You're smart.
appreciate.
You're
I'm
smart.
smart. I'm smart. I appreciate you stuff.
And I seen like when you went to like you got accepted for your like college thing and you got like the thing in the mail.
Yeah, I did.
I was actually happy for you.
I appreciate you, man. Take care, man.
Wait, I ain't going nowhere. I gotta bake you.
Yo, you're an unskippable cutscene, man. I appreciate you. He was so crazy. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jerome, I'm an Orthodox brother. I have a GoFundMe for my family. Can you see if anyone can help us? Thank you, bro. It's my giant family GoFundMe. Thank you. Okay. Send it to me in DMs and I'll see if it's a legit thing. That should be promoted. Let me see. Oh my god. John Paul. Unironically, a blue raspberry. Then we have this guy called Eisen. What the hell? Yusuf. Okay. Chigozia John
Hello,
Paul.
can you
How are
hear me?
you? I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, I'm fine. Good evening.
Hello. Are you a Christian or a
Salam
Muslim?
alaikum.
Oh, alaikum
I'm a
salam.
Muslim, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask just some little questions, okay, that's getting me all thinking for some while.
Well, thank you for a while. Okay.
Okay. So and it's concerning the issue of the consubstantiality with of the Father, Son, and the Spirit. I want to really understand what that actually means, that the Father, Son, Spirit are consubstantial.
It means that they have the same divine substance. So the divine substance that they have isn't like unequal, that they don't have one that's greater than the other. So they're identical in substance. The
Okay,
same way
so now
that
I
you're
want you to use.
consubstantial with me.
Oh yeah, okay. What about what about Angel Gabriel and Angel Michael? Are they consubstantial?
That's a really good question. Yes, but although they're consubstantial, they are not going to be connatural in the fullest sense. So think of it in
I don't
this
understand
way.
what you mean.
So the reason you and I have the same nature is because we both actually have the same forefathers. We have the same four parents in Adam and Eve. Our nature ultimately
Okay.
comes from Adam and Eve. So we receive our nature, God creates us, but he also uses Adam and Eve to, pass that on. Like our human bodies come from Adam and Eve and that biological process. But when it comes to, let's say now, an angel, angels don't have fathers and mothers and, children. They don't have that. Each angel is specially and specifically created by God for a specific purpose. And so each angel is going to have their own separate angelic nature in that sense. Okay? But generally speaking, if you just mean a pure intellectual substance, yes, angels are consubstantial. Does that make sense? Oh, he cut out. John Paul, I'm sorry. Unironically, a blue raspberry. Hello.
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 I'm not really here to prove Christianity wrong, but I do have a point against Christianity, or
Dang.
rather, like
Who
sort
are
of
you?
probabilistic argument. I'm kind of curious how you feel. What do you
I
think
don't
about this
think
argument?
I'm curious. What makes you so curious?
Curious what? What'd you say?
I'm curious what makes you so curious.
Oh, the reason is because I've heard a lot of apologists sort of respond to this argument, and I wanted to know what your response would be.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Well, you see my display name is unironically a blue raspberry, unless you're asking for my government name.
I'm not asking for
My
your
actual
government name. Do you have any like online name that you go by? There's no way you go by unironically. I'm even getting offended that your name is a raspberry. I'ma kick you. Cause how dare you say that there's a raspberry that's blue? I should kick you just because of that.
There are.
Are
There
there?
are blue raspberries.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, there are. That's actually so cool. Oh no, it's manufactured though. It's not real
Yeah,
fruit.
it's not real. It's not like doesn't grow that way.
Okay. Are you an atheist or are you a Muslim or a Jew?
No, I'm not an atheist.
What are you?
But you know, I mean, I'm a Christian, but you know, I've been thinking about this argument, and
Okay.
honestly, I think
what kind of Christian are you?
Non-denominational.
Okay. Come to the Discord server. We'll try to help you out.
You have a Discord?
Yes,
you mean
sir.
right now or later or what?
Yeah, and then we'll get back to you in a couple of days because I got work. But we'll talk to.
Oh, you
we'll
better
talk.
end this. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get through everyone, and then
All right.
thing. Take care, yeah. Thank you. Unironically, a blue raspberry.
Okay.
Take care, man. I love that guy. YZZ7. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
How are you? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So, do you know the hypostatic union is it now a paradox?
That's a good question. Why do you think it's I think it's a paradox. I don't think it's a contradiction, though.
Okay. Let me explain to you. Okay, do you know Mark 32?
What about Mark 13?
So, do you know the one subject Jesus was asked to have?
What?
Was the one subject Jesus asked to have?
Yes, he knows the hour, bro.
No, do you know when you ask a person, you ask the one single subject in it?
Yeah.
Was that one subject fully God and fully man?
Yes.
Did he say he doesn't know?
No.
He said he doesn't know. So how can he
No.
be God?
He didn't say he doesn't know.
You ask a one person, you don't ask the natures, you ask the single person.
Yeah, I'm saying that the person knows.
They say he doesn't know.
When does he say I don't know?
In Mark 32.
Well, according to Saint Basil, he did say that I know the hour, and the reason he knows the hour is because of the Father. So he knows
but the
the
text
hour.
says he doesn't know.
But you're asking a
It
Christian.
says no the angels, no the Son.
No, it says nor the Son if not for the Father. So because the Father knows, the Son knows.
No, but the text doesn't say that.
The text does say that. He may bad
It depends on what version of the Bible you're reading.
I'm reading the Greek version of the Bible.
Yeah, but if you go to a different translation, you get a different response.
The Greek is what all the translations base their work off of. So if they depart from the Greek, then they depart from the original.
So isn't that misleading a bit?
The same way it's misleading for an English translation of the Quran to translate the Quran incorrectly. By the way, your favorite Arab, thanks for the 10 memberships. Go on.
The Quran makes it black and white clear. Do you know when can you pull up Quran 575?
Why?
Because it clearly says he's a messenger. It says black and white in the Quran that he's a messenger.
How do you know
of
the
God,
Quran is from? How do you know the Quran is from God?
What do you mean? How do you know the Quran is from God? The Quran's Arabic alone proves from God.
How?
Because it literally gives you a challenge in the Quran to do something like it.
Okay.
And it's got miracles in it as well.
Okay, so if I say La ilaha illallah
Muhammadun Rasulullah
wa Isa ibn Maryam Allah.
So do you know if you did Jesus eat food?
Yeah.
Was he God?
Yes.
Does God eat food?
Not particularly, no. But if he takes on a human form, he
So
can.
then he ain't God. It's one single person. Either you eat or you don't eat. You can't be eating or not eating at the same time.
The person ate because he's a human.
Yeah, but you can't split him up. You can't split up the natures because he'll become an historian.
I didn't split the natures. I said he does this thing because of this nature.
Yes, if he ate, he ain't God. You can't
Why?
be eating or not eating at the same time.
I didn't say that he's not eating.
How can he be self-sufficient and dependent at the same time?
He's not dependent.
He is. He was eating food.
You can eat food without being dependent on food, right? Like in Jannah, you eat food, right?
So what do you mean? Okay, do you eat
Are
food?
you dependent on food? I'm dependent on food right now. But in Jannah, I won't be dependent on food, will I?
Oh, I haven't read that. I need to look into that.
Okay. Do you wanna end this, bro?
Okay. Okay, just give me one moment. Okay, do you know in John 20:17?
All right, guys, we're gonna close it out. I'm gonna close it out on the TikTok. Thank you so much for everyone coming. Thank you so much. We're gonna kick you guys from the studio. Zachariah Moore, thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna kick everyone. Every day we eat good. Stay blessed. Thank you so much for everyone coming. We really do appreciate you guys. Yeah, man, I don't even know what that was. That was horror. But we thank the Lord for everything. We're gonna close out with an Apolotikion of Saint Spiridon of Trimithus, as we usually know. We're gonna close it out with the Apolotikion of Saint Dionysius Zakinthu. Thank you very much for every single person that came through, that donated, everything. We really do appreciate all of your hard work and effort. We might be live tomorrow, depending on the World Cup. No, we're not going to be live tomorrow. The next live stream might be either on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Thank you so much for the donations. I'm going to see you guys all in America. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. We are going to complete this grift, I promise you. This is going to be the greatest thing of all time. I can even release this now. The guy that we're going to be debating is probably one of the biggest sheikhs. And the final clue I'm going to give is he's the person that gave God Logic his first ever ring. I'm telling you now, we're getting our ring too. We're getting our ring too. Thank you so much for the grift being successful. Thank you so much for everything that we're doing. Obviously, it's not a grift. We'll make sure that it's worth it. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you're tuned in for next week. Make sure you've been tuned in for the streams, because when we finish what we are starting out to do in America, when we finish debating that Dawa guy, we're back here for the grinds again. We're going to make sure this book is filled up as well. We're going to do all sorts. Make sure you're praying for me. Cry for me to God. Make sure you pray for me that everything works out, because the demons are going to be attacking, but they won't win because we already have the victory, because we're Orthodox Christians. Take care, guys. God bless you all. I appreciate you.
Amen.